I'm I'm a boomer inside a millennial's body. I really am. Fucking ridiculous. All right, let's bring up a guest. We are looking for opposition. Anybody that voted for Trump? Come on up. Everybody else, keep tapping and sharing. Okay. What's up?
How's everything going today?
Good. Good. How old are you?
42. How old are you?
32. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm not. I wasn't asking just for the heck of it. I was asking because it's for TikTok
Oh, I was
purchasers.
asking just for the hell of it. So if you,
All right.
I had the same right to know how old you are. If you know the right
I
I
don't.
am.
That's actually not how that works. I have to know your age for TikTok
But
purchasers.
that's
You don't
common
have to know
courtesy,
my age.
sir. Sir,
It's all right.
is that not common courtesy?
No, not really. Anyways, did you vote for Trump?
But wait, why do you consider that not common courtesy, sir?
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
All right.
So can you tell me why that's not courtesy?
Because you have struggled. You struggled to even say the name of it. So I don't think you know what common courtesy is when you
Okay,
struggle to say the name of it.
that's here nor there. That's called a speech impediment,
Well,
dumbass.
it's actually both here and there. So, anyways, why do you
Okay,
still support
so
Trump?
you okay
Why do you still
because
support
he's a
Trump?
hell of a man.
What does that mean?
He's a hell of a man. He stands up for great values in America, what America was built on.
All right,
The hardworking, blue collar people that probably you
name
think
me
you're
one
an
of those
entitled
values.
little. I
Name me
am
one of those
trying to,
values.
sir. If you shut the fuck up.
You're not, but try.
Okay, was I not trying to speak, sir?
What values?
I mean, I don't know if your hearing aids are working or
What
that
what
little piece you have in your
what
ear. Do you
values?
hear me?
Yeah. So what
Do
values?
you hear my voice?
Yeah. What values?
Okay, because the American was built off of a work ethic. Something you, like yourself, feel like you're entitled for everything to be given to you. Do you believe that, sir? Because you're sitting there with a shitting grin on your face, like your desk got combed in, like your asshole just got
What did
combed
what
in.
where was it written down that America was built on work ethic? Can you show me in
How
writing
do you think
where that
stuff
happened?
gets done, sir?
Okay, so that's just your interpretation. All right, that's
No,
cool.
no,
So
sir. I ask you a question. Why can't you answer my question? How does stuff
okay,
get done? Does not the definition of work involve that, sir?
that's your interpretation. So show me how
No,
Trump
no,
is
no, no, no,
somehow
sir. We need
show
an
me how Trump
interpretation of work, sir.
show
Sir,
me
what
how
is the
Trump is
interpretation of
instilling
work?
work ethic. Well, the guy
No,
who was
sir.
give
Okay, sir, sir,
the
sir. Can we
guy
stay on
that
topic?
stop saying sir. The guy who was giving a multi-million dollar
Okay,
loan
bitch, bitch, bitch.
that started off his life as a millionaire. That's not the definition of working hard. I hate to break it to you.
Okay. We never. You went left to center, sir. You can't stay on topic.
No, you said that he embodies working hard people, working hard
Yes,
values.
sir. Blue collar workers, sir. Do
The
you know
guy
what a
the
blue
guy
collar
with
worker?
the guy
Sir, sir,
he's not
sir,
a blue collar
sir.
worker. Do not keep calling me
Okay.
sir. The guy is not a blue collar worker. You're cucking for a guy who is by far not a blue collar worker. The guy who was born a millionaire, and this is the guy that you want representing you as a blue collar man.
Yes, sir. Would you?
Why did
Okay. Do
somebody?
you want me to call you asshole or sir? Which one do you want me to call you?
Whatever makes you feel better.
Okay, I'll call you a bitch.
Okay.
Okay, bitch. So how does the work ethic? Let's define the definition of work.
I don't think you're smart enough for this conversation just by the way you're talking.
Because
Like
I'm
I
going
really
down
don't
this
think you're.
alley, sir. So I'm taking your hand like Barney would to walk you down an aisle to teach you
Can you
the.
show me how he embodies hard work, Trump?
I'm trying to. If you take my hand and let me lead you down this road of intelligence, but
I'd
you're
rather
going.
not. I'd rather not touch your hand. I appreciate it though.
But I don't know if you're crippled or blind, so I have to help.
Okay, so tell me how Trump
Are you
embodies
crippled or
hard-working
blind?
values.
I don't know if you have a disability. Do you have a disability, sir? With your
Can you show
vision?
me how? Can you show me how Trump embodies
So
working
do I.
values?
Oh, okay. So can you see? Can you see, sir? Would you like me to bring up
Listen,
websites
dude,
for you?
you got to be able to
No,
have a
no, sir.
conversation.
Sir, I'm trying to. I'm
You're
asking you
not.
what
You're
type.
not. You're avoiding
I'm
it left
sure.
and right
What
because you
type of
can't have the
information do you want me
conversation.
to give you?
I want you to just talk about the topic. Tell me why you support Trump.
Okay. because he stands up for Americans, and they don't like other countries to have nuclear boom booms. And if we remember,
Okay.
and
A
if
good
we go
topic.
back to 1983, do you know anything about
Yeah, we
Beirut
don't need to go
in
back to that. So you're
1983?
referring.
Oh,
Stop!
yes, sir.
Stop! Stop!
Because
Stop! Stop!
yes, sir,
Stop! Stop! Stop!
because
Stop! 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 All right, you're implying that Iran has nuclear weapons. That's what you're trying to get at. Okay, so you're gonna have to give me evidence that they have nuclear weapons. No, go. Your turn.
okay, sir, or asshole. I think you prefer to be called asshole.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just show me evidence that
Asshole.
they have nuclear weapons. That's cool.
Sir, you did not let me finish my sentence and complete my thought process.
Okay, I
So
don't
you
care
don't
about
understand what I was saying.
1983. I don't care about
Oh, why
1983. I
don't
care
you
about
care
now.
about
Show me how Iran.
1983,
Show me
sir?
how
Because
Iran has
do you know
nuclear
anything
weapons.
about Camp Lejeune, North Carolina?
Show me how
Do you know anything
Iran has
about
nuclear
Camp Lejeune,
weapons.
North Carolina,
Guys, we're
sir?
gonna get to new guests at 10,000 likes. 10,000 likes. We're gonna get to new guests. All right? Do you have evidence? Guys, we're just to let you know, for everybody who's watching, we're going to have this conversation multiple times today. We're going to have multiple people say today that Iran had nuclear weapons, and not a single one of them are going to provide evidence for it. So just be ready for the same conversation to happen many, many, many times. Well, this guy, I guess, is trying to run away, talk to his mom. I don't know. All right, you coming back or what? I'm going to give you like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. I'll tell you what. I'll leave you up there. Let's get to the next one, and we'll go from there. Yeah, he just dropped. Hi, Gabe. Hi, Gabe. Gabe going once. Gabe going twice. I feel like he was about to say something there. Hey, everyone, keep tapping and sharing. Make sure you guys send in the heart me if you can. It's there at the top left of the screen on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like the live. Latron, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I just need to know your age before we move forward. How old are you?
18.
Okay, cool. And do you support Trump?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's not letting all these other countries like have the nuclear explosives, and he's lowering gas prices and everything.
Okay, so gas prices when Trump entered office was $3.19. Today's average is $4. $4 is higher than $3.19, so you're wrong there. Now show me how Iran had nuclear weapons.
No, he lowered the gas prices.
Right.
He lowered them, bro.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good. Well, he probably was trolling. There are actual people that I speak to that have convinced themselves that he did lower gas prices. They have like mental gymnastics themselves into some scenario that he actually did that. All because they just can't admit that gas prices aren't lower. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, well, that was yesterday's average. Maybe I'll correct myself. Maybe it's lower today. Who knows? No, $4.01 today. So a little bit higher. Almost $4.02. Which again is higher than $3.19 when he came into office. So, anyways, if you voted for Trump, if you're convinced things are cheaper even though they're not, hit the request button. If you think things will get cheaper, if they're not now, you can come on up, hit the request button. Yeah, Gabe, you can come on up. It's just that you weren't speaking, so you can claim that you were, but nobody heard you. So you're allowed to re-request if you want. All right, for everybody else, keep tapping and sharing, though. If you're joining live, click the follow button on the top left. Make sure you send in a heart me as well. Hey, Mook Dog.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 62.
Cool. What's going on?
So I don't think that, it's a zero-sum game. I think what we're all facing right now is the printing of money from 2020 hit the hands of the Federal Reserve, and just too much money in the system. Money supply got out of hand, and they're going to inflate their way out of it. So really no other option at this point. So suck it up like we did in the 70s.
What is it you're blaming today on the printing of the money in 2000? Like what in particular?
Well, it's the money printing. That's the only place inflation does come from, is money printing.
That's going to be one of the spots that comes from.
It's the main cause. I mean,
you have too
much money.
It's
floating in
one
the system.
it's one of the things that cause inflation.
Well,
But what are you
what would you
what are
say?
you, what are you
What are
what are
the
you
other?
expecting to change though? But what are you expecting to change though as far as this goes?
Well, when you print that much money, you're going to have inflation.
Okay, I agree. It plays a factor in inflation, but what are you expecting to be done
No,
realistically?
it's really the main factor.
But what can be changed?
Oh well, you know, geez, man, stop printing so much money. Fiscal responsibility, take some pain. You can't be
And who's
funding. You,
and
you just
who's
we
gonna
don't have
who's
the
gonna
money
print
to
less
fund
money?
everything.
Hey, who's gonna print less money? Who?
The Federal
Okay,
Reserve.
and how's that gonna happen?
Well, you take money out of the system, stop buying bonds for one thing. Anytime there's a problem in the marketplace doesn't mean the Fed has to come in and save the day. I mean, not to mention, look at all the social programs where
I feel like you're
we're
not
just
answering the
getting wiped
question.
out.
I feel like
We're
you're
getting
not
wiped,
answering the question
but
at
we're
all.
getting wiped out. Well, wait.
That's
Well, let
cool.
me
That's
answer the
cool.
question. You keep interrupting me,
You're not. You're just
but
going
you
on
keep
some weird
interrupting
monologue.
me.
I honestly don't give a shit. You keep monologuing
Well,
about something by not answering the question.
but
So
you're interrupting me.
yes, I am, and I will gladly continue to do so. So having
So,
said all of that, yeah, I don't care. So having said all of that, who are you trying to blame, or what group of people are you trying to blame, and how will this be fixed?
well, we're all in this together. I don't blame groups. I would say our university has to do a better job at just probably teaching civics and financial responsibility and
That's it.
the history of economics and what causes
Do you
inflation. And
think Trump spending a lot of money plays into
yeah,
it at all?
oh, Trump's a Democrat.
Well, he's a Republican.
No, come on.
Yes.
No, he's a Democrat.
He's a Republican. There's an R next to it.
Well,
Now, what you're probably
again,
trying to say,
it's
I'm gonna have to educate you real quickly. You're probably trying to refer to ideology, and you're probably
well,
trying to say
yeah.
he's like a liberal or something. But that's not the same thing as a
I'd say he's a
Democrat.
liberal.
Okay,
No,
but he's not even a liberal for one. I don't know where the fuck you're getting this shit from.
well, I root for him to be successful. I wanted Biden to be successful. I'm not rooting against any
Okay,
party.
but why do you still support Trump? And guys, we'll get to new guests at
I don't
20,000
know.
likes.
I
Why do you
don't.
still support him?
I support my country. I support you. I support any
You
young person that's getting out there in the market today to
you
be successful.
You can do that,
Um,
but why do you support him as a president, though? Like, we all want the
but
country to do
I
well. We
would
all
support
want the
any.
president to do well. But like,
Okay,
why are you supporting him with what he's doing so far? Like, you're allowed to
because
criticize the president, right?
well, he's getting. There are some things that they're doing well. The deficit has come down by half.
No,
Um,
no,
yeah,
it hasn't. Where did you get that from?
yeah. The deficit.
No.
The trade. I'm sorry. The trade deficit. The trade deficit has come down by half. Okay,
Okay, and tell me how
that's
that.
what I meant.
Hold on. All right, that's a very, very, very big difference. And tell me how that affects anything, because
Well,
as a whole, the deficit's
well,
not
that
going
means
down. So, but who cares if one?
we're
Hold on.
importing less.
That's like saying you're saving $10 at the grocery store, but you're spending hundreds of dollars at the movies and this and that. Who cares if you're saving money there if overall you're still spending more? It doesn't matter. We're
Yeah,
still spending more,
sure. We need
and
to.
we're still taking it
Well,
less via the tax cuts.
well, sure. We want to spend less, right? If we do
But we're
spend
not.
money, we want to make sure that we're spending it in the right places and it's accounted for. Correct?
But we're not doing that, though. That's the thing.
Right. That's a
He's
problem. I
cutting
agree.
taxes on the rich, which played a huge chunk of our revenue, right? And then he's
Well, the
trying to
rich
take
pay
away
all
from the program,
taxes.
and then he's trying to take away from the programs that do help the people, the very thing that you say people should want, I guess, which you were alluding to, maybe.
Well, I live in Chicago, and I know there's a lot of corruption, and there's a lot of money that's wasted. We
Okay.
tried to start a jobs program, a trades program in the city of Chicago, and all our equipment was stolen. Not to mention, look at the fraud that's going on and it's not just Democrats, run states. There's fraud going on in every single state in our country.
Okay,
If we
you're just
don't,
talking gibberish right now. What does this
no,
have to
it's
do with
not. It's
anything?
true.
You are talking. And by the way, I do have the trade deficit numbers. It went from 901.5 billion to 903.5 billion, or 903.5 to 901. That went
Yeah,
down
we're
by
going.
2
It's going.
billion.
It's
Hold
going.
on. That was a $2 billion change, which isn't even remotely 50%. That would be like not even a percent.
Well, you're getting hung up on.
That would even be a percent. If I'm doing my math correctly, that would be a
I'm
third
not.
of a percent,
I
not
know.
50%.
I know that. Well,
Thank you, RJ.
why you just concentrating on that? It's not. I
Oh wait,
keep
that wasn't
saying that
RJ,
I
but
want our
thank you. You sent
country
that
to
to me.
do better. I'm not an ideologue on any party. I want everyone to do better. So if we're
So
why
criticize
are
him,
we
but
so afraid to have an accounting for where our tax dollars are going? Why don't we want full transparency?
no one's saying that we
Why?
don't want that. No one is saying that we don't want that. I
Oh,
don't know where you're
what
getting
is the
this from.
Nick Shirley Act in California for? What is that about?
You tell me. Well, nobody's
Well,
telling me that
okay. Here's
we don't
here's what
want to
I'm
account.
telling you. It is
You're just speaking
so.
in vague platitudes right now. That's all you're doing. You're not
I'm
saying anything
not.
of importance. You're not saying
Well,
anything specific at all.
are you
You're
trying to
speaking
tell
in
me there's no
platitudes.
are you trying to tell me there's not corruption and there's not
Nobody is
waste
saying
and
that.
there's
Nobody is saying that. All right.
oh
But
okay, so what are we going to do about it?
if you want to focus on the thing that's spending and wasting the most money, maybe we should look at our Department of Defense, or I guess Department of War budget, right? That Trump wants to increase to 1.5 trillion. I don't know. Maybe look at that because that's one of the biggest things.
Sure,
Maybe we should
sure, we
decrease
should look
that.
at that.
All
Yeah, no
right.
doubt we should look at that.
But that's several magnitudes higher than any of the things that you're talking about. Yes, we should look at all corruption, all wasteful spending, but let's focus on the big things first.
Well, fine. Is the Democratic Party going to do that?
What cut down on defense?
I said, who's going to do that?
Budget?
I mean,
they probably won't. No, actually, that's one thing they both agree on, unfortunately, and that's one thing I will heavily criticize Democrats on. But hold on, that doesn't mean that they still won't help in other parts of the budget, and that doesn't mean I still wouldn't vote for them because I still think they're still going to be a much bigger net benefit over Republicans.
I don't
there's things that they do I don't like, right? Like they support Israel, like Republicans do. I don't like that.
Well, I think that Israel is a whole other topic. I think Israel is on an island in the Mid East, and I think they have a country that sits just to the east of them that has been threatening to wipe them off the map for 40, 50 years. It's a tough place to be in. It really is. You feel for them too.
Different topic, different time. But anyway,
it is. But so all I'm saying is I do support Trump because he's my current president. I wanted Biden to be successful as well. Whoever's the next president, I want them to be successful.
Okay, but do you think Trump is being successful? Do you think Trump is being successful?
Well, first off, we need to get rid of the mandates, the presidential, proclamations and mandates that got out of control under Obama. I mean, we need Congress. We need a functioning Congress back in session. Negotiating, compromising, coming up with some things that are really going to, like you said, if you want to reduce, the defense budget.
With that being said, it seems like Republicans completely fall in line with everything that Trump does. They have to fall in line. None of them
Democrats are the same way.
They don't as much. They absolutely have more disagreements. They don't feel like they have to bend their knee to when Biden was president, right? Like
they voted probably 99% of the time.
Republicans are not allowed to say that Biden won the election in 2020. They're not allowed to.
We're getting hung up as a country. We have to stop the division.
We're talking about big things here. We cannot have a president that thinks that the 2020 election was rigged and doesn't allow any of his constituents to say so.
Well,
or say
again,
otherwise.
we as a country have to come together and say we don't want rigged elections. I'm not in favor of.
And they're not, and they've never happened up until this point.
Because we're not talking.
Maybe he should stop making. But maybe he should stop making that up because that never happened.
I would prefer that Donald Trump is not our president at this time. I really prefer that. He's bombastic. He's not the nicest guy. Doesn't have a track record of being the best human being. But I mean, we got to get some alternatives. I mean, it's just gotten crazy. There's too much money in politics. But nobody wants to step up because every part of your life is under a microscope because it's a got you society. And unless we come together and we start to work together,
there's things that we can't all come together on. There's not things that we all can come together on because but hold on, but there are things that Republicans are against that I simply cannot come together with them on.
Well, there's things that Democrats are
when it comes to human rights issues, I can't like if they're against LGBT plus rights, if they're against a woman's right to choose, I can't come together. There's no middle ground.
What about Title IX? How do you feel about Title IX?
What about Title IX? Why do you keep changing the topic every time I bring something up?
Well, you change the topic on me. I'm not trying to fight. You keep changing it.
I just want to talk about something specific, and you keep bringing up new point after new point after new point. You don't want to dive into anything specific.
Well, because
you guys, 20,000 likes, new guys. 20,000 likes.
These aren't zero sum games. Again, it's not a zero sum game. It's
You're
not
doing
us
it again.
against them.
You're doing it again. These fucking vague platitudes. That's all you're full of.
Platitudes? What do you mean? Like,
Your
we have a
entire fucking
deficit.
speech so far has been vague platitudes.
No, my speech has been: we need to come together. We need to have a Congress that's working.
That's a vague
why are you rolling your
platitude.
eyes? I mean,
That's a
you
vague
don't.
platitude. That right there is.
Okay,
Like you're
but
living
that's
in this fairyland. You're living in this fairy tale land. That's
fairyland.
not going to happen.
I mean, I grew a
right?
business from 9 million dollars to $600 million.
Doing it
And we
again.
did that by
You're
working
doing
together.
it again. You're doing
We did,
it
but
again. Okay.
wait a minute.
That's not going to happen right now. You have to live in reality.
But
That's
it
not
has
going
to happen.
right now.
It's only going to get worse then.
Okay.
You have to come
There
together.
are okay. Let me ask you this: When Adolf was in power in the 30s and 40s, do you think the other side should have came together with him?
Are you comparing somebody to Adolf Hitler?
I just want you to answer the question. Do you think that they should have came together with him?
Of course not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. But I don't.
So you agree there's scenarios in which that you shouldn't come together with the other side. There are scenarios in which that would be the case, correct? I'm not saying he's Adolf. I'm trying to make a point. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We'll get to new guys at 20,000 likes. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to live. Like and subscribe, and make sure you guys send out harmony. Hey, you're on mute. I am weird. I am. That's one of my best traits, actually. Mook, you're on mute. On mute. Come on, man.
Do you think that Congress is working, functional?
No.
That's what we need to focus on. Do you think that the president has too much power, no matter who it is?
Yes, but we have to focus on today and right now, and how are we going to change it in this moment when Trump is trying to consolidate the power?
So the next president that comes together, that is in power, he's going to do the same thing that Trump's doing. Congress needs to limit their powers.
We haven't had any other president doing what Trump is doing right now.
Yeah, Obama had executive orders all over the place.
Executive orders is not at all what we're talking about here.
We don't need executive orders.
Trump has written significantly more executive orders than Obama did. Significantly more. You can check that.
I don't know that that's true.
Okay, but that's not what we're talking about here. You can have executive orders. That's not the problem I have with Trump.
But
not even remotely.
So would we want as a nation to have less divisiveness, less hatred, more working together, more understanding of our social programs and where we're spending our money, a better educational system? Do we need the Department of Education?
Vague platitudes.
Because that's what it's about.
20,000 likes, new guys. Vague platitude after vague platitude. Hey, listen, last 10 years, the last 10, 11 so years, do you think we've gotten more divisive or less divisive?
Oh, we've gotten way more divisive.
Okay, and who came about 10 or 11 years ago? Who came onto the scene?
Again, one side would say it's Obama, the other side would say it's Trump.
Who came onto the scene 10 or 11 years ago?
Again, one side would say it's Biden.
That's not answering my question. That does not answer my question.
But why did he? Why? Why was a populist? So here's what I think.
You're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. First of all, you got.
I will. Let me answer.
Thank you, Tammy. Guys, we can't keep doing this middle ground fallacy. Well, this side says this side says this, therefore the answer must be in the middle, or they both probably have some truth. No, not at all, okay? Right? There are middle grounds to certain things, that's fine. But if we're talking about Biden or Obama, we're talking about Trump, I don't know how anybody can come to the conclusion that Obama was divisive. I understand some idiots on the right love to say he's the divider in chief. It's because you guys just didn't like a black guy being president. That's all it was, all right? There was literally nothing he did that was even remotely on par with Trump, with what Trump does. Not even remotely close. You guys just didn't fucking like him. You guys divided your own self because of that, all right? But yes, the last 10, 11 years, we have become incredibly divisive. Who came out onto the scene in the last 10, 11 years? Trump. You're acting like his rhetoric and what he does has no fucking impact on society. People model themselves after the people they vote for.
Can you hear me now,
unfortunately. He did wear a tan suit, which was pretty bad. What's up, Gabe?
Hey, so fourth thing, gas was higher under Obama than Trump's full storm.
We're not talking about what is with you guys and Obama.
No, just stop. Don't cut me off.
Obama hasn't been president for 10 years. Stop thinking.
I was talking about the full storm. Hold on.
First of all, that's not true, actually. The last 2 years under Obama, gas was cheaper than any of the 4 years under Trump. You can check that. I wouldn't be saying that confidently.
I'm talking about the national average, not in your area.
Nope, and I am talking about national average as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the numbers here. You shouldn't
Second
challenge
home,
me on
it's
these things.
cheaper now than it was under Biden.
You shouldn't challenge me on these things because when I speak confidently about something, it's because I know it to be true. So you really shouldn't have challenged me there. But hey, here we are. So anyways, the last 2 years under Obama, okay? Let's read it out from January to December. This is 2015. We got 220, 230, 254, 255, 280, 288, 288, 272, 246, 238, 226, 214. Okay, that was 2015. Now his last year, you ready for this one? 205, 187, 207, 221, 237, 246, 234, 228, 232, 235, 229, 236. Now, if you take the average of those 2 years right there, they are all lower than any of Trump's 4 years, including the year of COVID, which gas naturally got lower in. So no, you are wrong on that. You're welcome to do the math on that. Anybody's welcome to challenge me on that.
Okay, man.
So next one. What do you got?
The groceries, eggs only got cheaper because Joe Biden killed 500,000 chickens. That's just a true fact. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Biden was capable of doing that, so I don't know what Joe Biden.
Nah, he wasn't capable of
chickens.
doing much, barely even climbing up the stairs. So.
Perfect. So you can't say that in one breath and then say he unalived a bunch of chickens. Which one is it? He's incapable and has dementia, or he's so powerful he unalives chickens like that?
Well,
which one is
his
it?
administration did do the processing of killing those chickens.
Okay, cool, sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to provide evidence for that. Secondly, groceries are not cheaper. All right, you guys can point to this grocery, that grocery. When we talk about groceries, we talk about groceries as a whole. Guys, let's not make fun of speech impediments, please. Let's not be ableist, please. Okay. Let's make sure I thought. Groceries are not cheaper. Even if one or two items are, that doesn't mean groceries in general are cheaper. They're not. In order for groceries to be cheaper, we have to be in deflation. We're not in deflation. I wasn't talking about you, Stormy.
What's your next point there? What'd you say?
Groceries aren't cheaper.
No, you said something about inflation.
I wasn't talking about you, Stormy.
Deflation?
Yeah, groceries are not cheaper.
Right, because in the last 4 years we had stagflation under Joe Biden.
So you're blaming this on Biden now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
all the
remember
groceries went up because of Biden, because we had stagflation. So
okay,
no
hold on.
And
Can you name me a time when somebody was president in which groceries didn't get more expensive? Point to me one president where groceries did not get more expensive throughout their term.
Who, dude? Look at it.
No, I'm
groceries
asking you. Hey, I'm asking you.
I just said.
Great, Gabe, point to me a time in which groceries didn't get more expensive over the course of a presidency.
Under
Herbert Hoover.
Yep.
Okay. And what were groceries when he first became president, and what was it when he was out at the end of his term? We're going all back to Herbert Hoover, which is weird as fuck.
$1.29, and it was 89 cents when he was out. National average for most things.
When was this?
It was during his full term. It was the last 2 years of his full term. What was that?
Yeah, he was also president when the stock market crashed, when we had the Great Depression. So
yeah, because right before that we switched to national.
Okay, so pointing to the Great Depression when things get cheaper, that's not a response to what I just said.
Before the Great Depression,
that's a stupid.
1930, when our country used tariffs, we were the richest in the world.
Okay,
richest time and period was before 1930.
Point to me a time in recent times when somebody was president in which groceries got cheaper when we weren't in a depression.
Trump's full storm. Easy.
Groceries didn't get cheaper. Incorrect. You're incorrect. We had inflation when he was president. I can go through the inflation when he was president.
Yeah, but the inflation was lower than when Joe Biden was president or Obama was president.
Hold on. Oh, God, this is going to be bad. Inflation. What is inflation? What is inflation?
Could you not hear me?
No.
My mic keeps here now, I think.
No, I don't think so. What's inflation?
So.
30,000 likes, new guest. What's inflation? He's trying to run. Oh, goddamn. All right, we'll get to the next guest. We are looking for, I was about to say we're looking for inflation. We're looking for the next guest who voted for Trump. Yes, guys, let's please not engage in ableism, all right? We understand. I know Trump supporters are going to do that. I know people on the right are going to do that. Let's please be better than that, guys. Okay. Like, who are we if we call out ableism when people on the right do it, but then we engage in it? How does that make us any better? Can we not do that? All right. You can make fun of a guest in terms of like their lack of knowledge. That's fine. That's okay. You can do that. All right. Let's not make fun of the way somebody speaks. They can't control the way they speak. Please.
Oh, hi,
Luke,
mate.
Luke, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. How old are you?
So, 27.
Okay. And do you support Trump?
I thought I've not really supported him, but I did find him funny as a candidate to like how America is that he's actually got elected. But I did find him funny. His antics funny and
Okay.
entertaining.
You're not in America, are you?
No.
Okay. Well, let's maybe
Well,
not support somebody because they're funny.
yeah, I'm not supporting him, but he is kind of funny in the way to watch. Kind of like a car crash.
If he wasn't president and he wasn't affecting so many people's lives, yeah, sure, I would say he's funny because he is very unintentionally funny at times. But I don't want to have a shitty, awful president as soon as he is just because he's, funny unintentionally at times because he's stupid. So,
True.
but anyways,
True, but
do you
that
have
is-
anything to
that
talk
is-
about in relation, or are you just going to talk about him being funny?
Oh, okay. Well, you were saying about why hasn't Trump made gas and groceries cheaper yet? Well, it's impossible for him to do that, though. Just like
Yeah,
it's
but he-
impossible for any other
But
president to
but
do
he
it.
ran on that though, and that's what he said he was going to do. So
Well,
he
that
either
was a lie,
lied,
and
yeah, right. So he lied to his base, or he's so incompetent he thought that he could do it.
well, to be honest, it was basically impossible for him to do, or any president to make things cheaper, really.
I agree. So
Because
why
if
did he
it's-
run on it?
Because he knows that American people, actually all voters, are economically illiterate, so you can lie. That's how you get elected. You lie.
I would agree with that. I would agree. So I
Like
would
if you
agree that.
told like people that inflation is the increase in the money supply that leads to price increases.
Yep.
And then you
All
want
right,
to
man.
tell them,
I hear you.
Hmm?
Listen, man. I want to get to people that are Trump supporters. I'm going to go ahead and bring it out.
Oh,
Take
okay,
care,
fair
guys. We are
enough,
looking
fair
for anybody that voted for Trump. I'm fine having somebody who's not in the United States, but you have to like very least support him or something like that. But particularly, I would rather have somebody who voted for him. Okay. So we only have one person left in the box. Well, let's start inviting, and they're not in the box anymore. So let's start inviting people. Mods, if you can invite anybody in the comments that appear to be opposition, that would be great. Now, people on the tube, you can call in, and the person who called 94 different times, you can call on back if you want. Remember the rule, guys. If you call more than like twice in a row from the tube while I'm talking to somebody, your number gets blocked. Okay? That is the rule. What's up, Sean?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Sounds good. All right. And do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
All right. Why do you still support him?
Well, I come from like a working class family. Like my dad was a UPS driver all of his life, and my mom been like bouncing around jobs. And after the overtime shit he did earlier this year, it really like kind of financially supported us until my dad.
How did you guys get financially supported?
When Trump reduced his tax on overtime, like the federal tax on overtime,
Okay. How much do you think that amounts to? Because it's not just getting rid
it's
of
not
tax
a
on
whole.
overtime.
It's not a whole lot,
Mhm.
but it's better than nothing.
Listen,
And
I
not
would
coming from much.
I would agree it is better than nothing. I would agree with that. However, though, there is a big however with this. If he did truly care about the working class, he would have made those tax breaks permanent, which are not. They are temporary, but he made the tax
Right.
breaks permanent on the ultra rich. So it seems to be that he doesn't really care about the working class. He just wanted to temporarily get your vote so he can then help him and his buddies. Because at the end of the day, inflation is still up, gas prices are up. So if you actually do all the math, right, you're actually not saving money, even with this little bit that you may get with some of those tax breaks. You're still spending more with the gas prices and the inflation. So it's
No,
not
yeah,
amounting to, it's not going to be amounting to you saving money overall, unfortunately.
I get that. And I mean, gas prices went down for a little bit
They did.
once the war was on pause. And at least here in New York, they gone up like a whole lot.
Yeah.
I think I paid like 2 weeks ago, I paid like $3.80. Now I'm at like $4.16.
Yeah. So, but
Well,
here's the thing, though. Like, typically, presidents do not control gas prices. Typically, that's not a thing that they have control over. However, though,
yeah.
obviously, if we go to war with a country that that has an effect on the prices of our oil, then yeah, that's going to change things. So this is a war that we shouldn't have been in. Iran on no new wars. We're in this war. People have unalived. Gas prices are up because of it. So this you can directly track back to Trump.
No, yeah. I mean, it does. I mean, I've like grown less and less confident in him over the past couple, like whatever his term. But I don't know.
Why do you
I don't
still
really
support
know.
him overall? And listen, I'm not going to try to ask or convince you to say that hey, you should have voted for Harris. Well, I think you should have. I think that's too much of a leap right now to get you to do that. All I'm trying to work on at this moment is to figure out why you still support Trump. All right. So like, what is he still doing that you find to be beneficial, despite all of those things we spoke on?
I mean, as of right now, he's not doing much. When
Okay.
he put a pause to the war, I was kind of like, all right, maybe I got a little faith still in this guy, but
Then it went right back. Right.
yeah, I mean, not right back, but I think he's a little too much. Like, I don't think any radicalism is like the far left goes too far, the far right goes too far.
Well, we can talk about that in a second. I do want to read this Venmo real quick. Tino, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. That's spelled Tino. Tino in the comments says, "Hey Doug, remind him that no tax on tips was first introduced by a Nevada Democrat." This is true. This is true. That was a thing introduced originally by a Democrat. But
Yeah, I
overall,
mean, I
still.
think
But and thank you
yeah.
again, Tino. But what was the last thing that you said? I'm sorry. Before I read that.
That both sides have their radicals,
Oh,
and
both
neither
sides.
one of them are great.
Yeah, let's address that. And guys, we can get to new guests at 40,000 likes. All right. What do you find problematic about the far left?
I just think that they take it like say for example, like when Charlie Kirk was assassinated last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's just too far for killing someone over their beliefs. And like,
Well, hold on, but that was who unalived him? First of all,
I
this
forget
is
the
not
guy's
supposed to be
name.
gotcha. It's not supposed to be gotcha. But what was this
No, yeah.
person far left? Was this person a far left?
I believe he was, yeah.
What evidence do you have that he was far left?
I mean, he was like stated to be a radical leftist.
No, but by
when
who?
it first came out.
Where did that happen?
I think it was on Fox. I think I saw it on Fox.
Okay, you saw it on Fox. What evidence did they have that he was far left?
I don't really remember. This was last year. I don't really remember when it first came out.
It was last year. Listen, if he was far left, I promise you'd be seeing things about it 24/7 from the Trump administration. There is no evidence that he was far left at all. His family was total, complete Trump supporters. He grew up in a very conservative household. It wasn't stated whether he himself had strong views in either direction. The only thing conservatives like to cling on is that he apparently dated somebody who is trans or whatever, and that's their evidence that he's far left or something like that, which is a huge fucking stretch. You can date whoever the hell you want and still have different views. But he was not far left. And I want to make it very clear, I'm not advocating that anybody unalive anybody. I'm not advocating that. But as far as like policies goes and ideology, what do you think to be problematic about the far left? Like ideology-wise, policy-wise.
Excuse me.
And guys, 40,000 likes, new guests. Keep that.
Nah, you kind of got me on that. I mean, like John.
I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to get you.
No,
I'm truly asking. What policy-wise, ideology-wise, on the far left do you find to be bad?
I couldn't really give you. I'm more kind of talking about the people that I encounter, like the supporters, not exactly the administrations. Like people who support the far left. Like in my life personally, go a little overboard.
Okay, but listen, I cannot speak for anybody, for every single human being that may have similar views as me, right? Like, unfortunately, there are going to be shitty people despite their views, right? Sometimes shitty people do shitty things. They hurt people, unalive people, do unfortunately really, really crappy things, right? But we're talking about it as a product of being far left here, right? So, like, am I saying that every single person on the far left is a great person? No, because some people are just shitty. But as a product of the far left, what is problematic, though? Like, again, ideology-wise, policy-wise. Like, all they want is free healthcare. They want universal healthcare. I don't see how that's a bad thing. They would want probably universal college to be paid for. They want just certain beneficial things. I don't see why
Yeah,
that
no,
would be
I
bad.
think
More more affordable housing, people not to be treated like shit.
I think the ideas are good, but I think that's anything. When you put it into paper, it gets a little complicated.
So
Like,
what gets complicated as far left goes?
like free healthcare. Obviously taxes would have to skyrocket. I'm not saying I'm against that.
Well, okay, so you bring up a good point, right? So here's the deal. We already pay a lot of taxes, right? And we can look
Yeah.
to other countries that already do have universal healthcare. And we, as a country, we pay $15,000 per citizen for healthcare,
Hmm.
while other countries in Europe that have universal healthcare pay far less. They pay like 6, 7, 8,000, sometimes even less in different countries per citizen
Okay.
with having universal healthcare. Now, here's the thing. If we paid the most and we had the best healthcare, okay, that would be sort of something. But we paid the
Yeah.
most and we still don't have the best healthcare outcomes, right?
Correct.
Like lifespan wise, we're not the highest. Infant mortality in general, any health marker you can look at, we are not the best at.
Correct. Yeah.
So I think maybe we should probably lean towards that because in the middle, so I'm a veteran. I used to be in the Air Force. We had universal health care there, and I still have
Yeah.
it. I have healthcare through VA. Is it perfect? No, but I don't have to pay for anything when I go there, and that's really fucking nice. I'm really,
Yeah.
really fortunate to have that, and I wish everybody had that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree with that. Honestly, I think the best way to go about it was to not completely defund the national security, but like bring down the military cost.
I would agree with that.
To relocate it to
I agree.
education, stuff like that.
We pay entirely too much. You probably heard this stat before, but we pay more for our military than the next 10 countries combined. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have a strong military. It's good to have a strong military. Good, I'm fine with that. Maybe we shouldn't be spending because Trump wants us to put 1.5 trillion towards it. Maybe let's take away a little bit, still have a strong military, but use it towards things that help citizens.
Yeah. And then
And to be fair, a lot of mainstream Democrats actually support continuously funding the military, which I would be against as well. That's why I consider myself far left, at least as American standards are concerned.
Yes.
We on the further left don't want those things to be spent on the military and things like that.
No, that makes sense.
So, all right, man. Anything else?
No. Thank you for your service, by the way.
For sure, man. I appreciate you listening and all that. I encourage you to continue either listening to my live, other lives. Just try to get educated on things. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That's your choice. But I think just try to keep an open mind as much as you can.
All right,
Sound good?
appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take care.
You too.
All right, guys. Let's get to the next one. We are looking for opposition. Please, anybody who voted for Trump, please hit the request button. Okay. How you doing?
Hey man, how's it going? Thank you for your service.
For sure. How old are you?
41.
Okay. And did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you still support him?
Yeah, I'm still supporting him. I'm kind of just on a last limb here. I'm not saying I hate the guy. I'm just not seeing some of the things he's promised. You kind of stated those already. And my last limb on why I would continue to support him is because of the Clarity Act. I believe digital assets and utilities are going to be the future, and because of that, him ushering that forward, considering all the things that are happening on the back end, is why I'm kind of still keeping him around.
Okay, so you're only supporting him for one reason still?
Pretty much that last hanging fruit that I can reach is what I just said. Yeah, the Clarity Act.
And you think that's going to outweigh, and we can talk about that, that's fine, but you think that's going to outweigh everything else that's going to war with Iran, right? People being unalive, spending a lot of money on that. I don't know how you feel about ICE, but all the shitty things that I believe that they're doing.
Yeah, I think all that shit's horrible.
Yeah, so I don't see how what you said outweighs any of those things.
I'm not saying that it outweighs it. Like, obviously, I'm against war, but war is inevitable. I'm pretty sure if you and I had...
It's not inevitable. We didn't have to do this. Like, he literally could have done nothing, and we wouldn't have been war. Like, this was something he had to do nothing to keep his promise.
I mean, if someone else's ideology will say differ, and then here we are trying to defend ourselves. So, I mean, that's the struggle that I have with it.
I think it's totally great to defend ourselves. I don't think anybody would be against that. But you have to have a damn good reason for that, right? And our intelligence specifically said that Iran did not have any nuclear capabilities, any nuclear weapons, or anything like that. And Trump, when asked about that, he said, well, I don't care what they say. I think differently. So he doesn't listen to his intelligence, and so now we're in what I believe to be a very useless war, unaliving people there. But some of our troops have been unalived, and we're spending a shitload of money, all because Trump thinks better than the intelligence, apparently.
Yeah, and obviously it's falling apart in front of him. Like he thought a strong arm was going to be able to do something, but that's kind of like wearing thin. That's why I'm kind of just relying on these utility assets for the future. Social Security ain't going to help us. All this other crap ain't going to help us. So I'm leaning towards that.
Are you for defunding Social Security or taking it away?
No, absolutely not. I believe our elders are to be taken care of. I mean, even greater than just Social Security.
Yeah. So, but Trump and Republicans, they want to be able to take away from that. That's their goal. Whether they do it or not is a different story, but that's what they want.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just I'm trying to state the fact of this financial shift is what's basically the determining factor of how I feel on why this should continue on. Because anybody else wouldn't be into digital asset and money transfers, especially when it comes to from business to business or institution to institution. So if you follow where the money is, like everyone else in this world, we have the right to take a look and see what can benefit all of us, and all of us can benefit off of the social transfer. I mean, the monetary transfer that's to come.
Okay. And guys, we can get to new guests at 40,000 likes on TikTok. So if you want anyone to step away, we're looking for opposition. I'm just feeling to see, because everything else that we mentioned, you seem to agree with me on. All right. And it just seems to be that, like, you're understanding all these awful things, but you're still hanging on this one little thing, like a what if type of thing, to still support him. And I'm kind of confused about that.
There's still a little bit of good in everything, no matter what. There's a yin and yang to it all. That's where I stand.
But how is that going to impact and make, like, the average American life better, though? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about the ultra rich getting richer and their life getting better. I don't care about them, frankly.
Absolutely.
I care about the average American, and I'm failing to see how that would help the average American.
How digital assets can help the average American?
In general, yeah. How's it, like, how is what you're referring to going to help the average American
the way
citizen?
I see it, I know you brought up universal basic income, but the problem is that'll all be centralized and people will be able to lose their privacy when it comes to that. But if we all held utility tokens that can keep us independent and have us in a private ledger, that'll give us the power of having things to trade and sell amongst each other.
Yeah, but again,
a great benefit.
The average person, I know you're not necessarily talking about the stock market, but the average person doesn't really benefit from the stock market, right? Like,
no, I'm not
the average
about the stock market.
I understand, and that's why I emphasized that beforehand. But in general, even when it comes to trading or anything, whether it's crypto, this or that, the average American will not benefit from that. Again, we're talking about the rich getting richer when it comes to these things, which I don't want. I don't want the rich getting richer.
How will they not benefit from it?
Tell me how the average American is going to start doing these things that you speak of. When's this going to happen?
In the background, everything right now that's happening in the background is connected to a company by the name of Ripple. I'm not trying to advertise or endorse anything. I'm just following where all the trails are leading to. They're going to change the SWIFT system technology, which is your 3 to 5 business days, is no longer going to be a thing. That's a thing of the past. That's old technology. And for clarity, and this is to wrap around the Clarity Act, to wrap that back around and for have people to understand clarity, the institutions will have a better way of knowing what exactly can be utilized properly without it being flushed away like how we do with the dollar. And we can have understanding on how things can be traded. And with that, the asset value goes up.
Okay, I think you said a lot of words right there. You did. You said a lot of words right there, but I don't really think you explained at all how the average American is once again to benefit from any of that. Like, tell me what's
to me if you understand.
I just want you to tell me, because I have it pulled up right over here, because I want to be able to talk about it in detail if we can. And guys, 40,000 likes, new guest. I want you to tell me what specifically in here is going to help the average American citizen. Like, how is this whole thing going to do that?
The American citizen begins to utilize, and not even utilize, begins to save up on ISO protocol compliant cryptos, they'll be able to understand what's to come. The financial shift. Again, I'm not a crypto bro. I'm not saying, hey, get in this now. This is what Trump is doing. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is there's a financial shift coming. No one's talking about it. And for the fact that Trump is allowing the Clarity Act to pull through so institutions can have clarity, this is a big win. and everyone can get involved.
But
Everyone can get involved.
right now, who is benefiting from crypto?
Anybody.
No.
It's
Who
decentralized, and that's
who's
the problem.
benefiting from crypto? No, but who? If you look at all the people that are getting rich from crypto, overwhelmingly, who is it?
The ones who lose end up losing their coins. The ones who end up buying and making profits are the ones that win. Everyone wins.
Who
At the end of the
are
day,
the
the
ones
ones
who are the
invest
ones that are
perfect-
able to gamble? Who are, because it's gambling essentially. Who are the ones that are able to gamble the most money comfortably and not worry about losing it?
Anybody. There's no ratio.
Anybody.
There's
So you
no,
tell me
can
somebody
start
with
$10. You can start with 20. You can start with 30.
somebody with
Everyone has fair game.
$50,000. Somebody with $50,000 has the same opportunity as somebody who's worth $5 billion. That's what you're telling me right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're absolutely insane. You're absolutely insane.
Well,
if you believe
you're
that.
saying
Yeah,
that
I'm
now
sorry.
because you're not seeing what's going to happen before 2030.
You are telling me that somebody who makes $50,000 has the same opportunity as somebody who makes $5 billion. There's no way you're saying this with a straight face. There's no way you're saying that with a straight
What
face
you
at
mean
all.
by opportunity? If you're talking about insider trading, then obviously, that's a deficit.
I am talking about
What I'm saying
everything.
is
Insider
the
trading,
ability-
the
no, it
ability to
can't be
lose
everything.
money.
You have to.
Somebody who's worth $5 billion, they can throw $1 million at it and not even worry about losing
there's
it
pennies.
because $1 million is a
For sure.
fraction of what they're worth. Somebody who's worth $50,000,
For sure.
they can't. They're paycheck to paycheck. They can't put anything into it. Maybe $5, maybe.
totally
And what's
get
that?
it.
And
But
where's that going to take
The
you?
fact of the matter is, we spend more than what we say we do, and we all have the opportunity. And my whole basis of even bringing this about is because of that Clarity Act. You think so or not? The ecosystem, the ISO 2002022
Oh my God.
protocol ecosystem.
You're driving me insane, man.
It's okay if you don't understand it.
It's
because you probably
it's
haven't
not a
even done
matter
the
of not
research.
understanding. You're refusing to accept the idea that people who make very little money, right, which is unfortunately most of the country, won't be able to benefit from it. But somebody disliked you so
Okay,
much
if
they
I
paid to
told-
kick you. Somebody disliked you so much they paid to kick you. Let's have a W Tammy in the comments. Thank you, Tammy. How disingenuous can you be to say something like that? Like, if we had his camera on, there's no way he had a straight face saying that. You can't say that with a straight face. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. If you're enjoying live, send in the heart me at the top left. Make sure you follow me if you're enjoying live. I had the gift goal as well. I got my pay links in the bio. Well, it's not needed. I do appreciate it, obviously. And in the tube, if you guys want to like live and subscribe. I do have the super chat thing. I keep forgetting to set that up. Give me a second. I'm really bad at this whole streaming thing. All right, 1 second, guys. If we reach the super chat goal, I'll do a Q&A session. How about that? That sounds fun, right? You guys can ask me anything. All right, guys, go crazy with that. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We are looking for ops, all right? If you vote for Trump, if you think gas and groceries are cheaper, hit the request button. And if you're on the tube, you can call on in. This is the time to call on in since I don't have a guest up. The time to not call in is when I do have a guest up. But I think you guys understand that. Yes, Goose. So maybe, just maybe, Trump shouldn't have said and ran on lowering the prices of gas and groceries. Just maybe he shouldn't have said that. But hey, here we are. Keep tapping and sharing, everybody. You guys hear that? Why did that AC just get loud out of nowhere? What the fuck? God, I hate this thing so much. Gosh, oh gosh. Yeah, yes, Snowflake. I don't know if you know this or not, but grocery, or eggs rather, is one item of groceries. One item, all right? Groceries represent all groceries. So one thing being cheaper doesn't make all of groceries cheaper. Maybe that's a hard concept to grasp. All right, I'm going to turn this AC off because I think it's loud as shit. I don't know. God, that's annoying. Fuck. Fuck, Jesus. I thought we fixed this a few weeks ago. I thought we fixed the issue, but I guess not. I am full of TDS, apparently, according to Sputnik in the tube. Guys, you're not allowed to talk about the president, because if you do, then you had TDS, apparently. All right, let's talk to this guy over here. It's probably the same guy from yesterday. Hello. And he hung up. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I agree with you. Who the foo? I like that name. He knew he could bring eggs down because he knew those three suppliers were having us. No one forces you to buy what costs more. I'm sure you said that when Biden was president. I'm sure those are the exact words you said when Biden was president. I don't know if you know this or not. You have to get groceries. That's like sort of a thing you need to survive on. So yeah, you have to buy them. And so again, Trump shouldn't have said that he would lower them, since he can't. But again, you're not going to hold him accountable because you're too much of a wussy to criticize him at all. You guys aren't allowed to. If you are part of MAGA, you are not allowed to criticize Trump. You get kicked out of the cult. Especially if you work under him. You have to keep pushing the lie, the 2020 lie. You have to. You have to keep supporting his delusions about it. Because if you say that Biden won, then he'll kick you out. Hello. Oh, hold on, let me put on the speaker. Hey, how old are you?
24.
Alrighty, sir.
I saw you on live talking shit about Trump. He's trying his best.
You sound like you have marbles. You sound like you have marbles in your mouth. Can you take them out of your mouth, please?
I thought I got marbles in my mouth.
You do. You sound like you have a. You sound like you have a few marbles in your mouth.
I thought we were trying to debate here, buddy.
All right. Oh, you sound a little bit better now. Okay. Why do you support Trump still?
Why do I support Trump?
Yeah.
Because he's the best president in our history. What are you talking about, buddy?
How so?
Can't you see the difference from how it was when Biden, maybe a couple years ago, the gas prices, man, where I'm at, skyrocketing straight up.
Let me ask you.
Lowest they've ever been right now.
No, it's not. When Biden left and Trump took office, what was the national average?
National average? I'm not worried about that.
When Trump took office, what was the national average?
It was when Trump took office. It was high over here, man.
It was 3.19 was the national average. Currently, today we're looking at $4 and just shy of 2 cents. So that is higher than 3.19. And where you are, I don't care where you are, it is more expensive than when Trump took office. It is.
I disagree with that.
You can't disagree about facts. You cannot disagree about facts. I'm going to go ahead and pull up your state. You're going to be wrong. What state are you in?
West Virginia, buddy.
All right, you're in West Virginia. Give me 1 second here. And you're telling me it's cheaper now than when Trump took office?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. So when Trump took office, gas prices roughly were $2.88 on average in West Virginia. Currently, we're looking at $3.80. West Virginia.
Well, that's just for the moment.
Oh, so you're wrong though. Wait, so you were wrong though, right?
We're trying to stop the regime.
You were wrong, right?
It's all because
Slow down. You were wrong, correct? Okay. So gas is not cheaper. I don't know why you lied to me.
I can see it for right now. It's going to go down.
Oh, it's going to go down, but that's not what you initially said. You initially said that he made them cheaper. Now tell me how he's going to make them cheaper now. How's that going to happen?
Just wait. We're going to win the war in Iran, and just wait.
How are we going to win the war in Iran? How's that happening? Because we're not. How are we going to win it?
How are we going to? Because we're America, dude.
Well,
we stand 10 toes down for freedom.
Okay.
You don't like what
do you mean by winning? Well,
Trump is about.
Let's define winning. What do you mean by winning?
Winning the war?
Yeah. What do you mean by winning?
You know what I mean by winning. Everybody knows what I mean.
I don't. What do you mean by winning?
When so when we go over there, we do more damage to their shit than they do to ours.
Okay, so you're defining it by damage? You hung up on me. He hung up on me. He fucking hung up on me. Jesus Christ. He hung up on me. If it was an accident, you can call back, but I don't think that was an accident because it was on a question you weren't able to answer, and you too conveniently left. So, you fucking hung up on me. All right, does anybody else want to call on in? That doesn't want to hang up when you get cornered into a fucking easy thing that you should be able to answer. This has already happened twice in this live. happened earlier. This was the second time. I bet it's going to happen again. That's crazy. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Make sure y'all send in a heart me if you're joining live. Make sure you give me a follow. Hey, user, how you doing?
What the hell was that? How much I did that? That was weird.
How you doing? You, user, are you there? All right, I think it was an accidental request. That was funny. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, how old are you?
32.
Okay, cool. And do you support Trump?
Yeah.
All right, why do you support him?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. I just like talk about the prompt though.
Yeah, sure. So do you think things are cheaper right now?
I think he's doing the best that he could possibly do with what Biden left him.
Okay. What did Biden leave him?
Very, very high inflation.
Okay, so when Biden left office, let me pull up the inflation numbers. Give me 1 second here. It is definitely lower than it is now, but let me get the specific numbers just so we can
Do
talk
you know
about
how
it. All right, so
inflation?
hold on.
Do you know how inflation numbers work?
When Biden left office, it was 3, right? We're currently, well, last month it was 3.5. I think we're actually closer to 4 right now, so that's higher.
Do you know how inflation numbers work?
You were wrong about that though, right?
No, I wasn't. So do you know how inflation numbers?
You were Krim. We're not gonna go past this. Inflation when Biden left office was 3. The last full month was 3.5. 3.5 is higher than 3.
I'm trying to talk about how inflation numbers work. Do you know how they work? 3. You're giving me a number 3.
Go ahead and twist it. Go ahead and twist it to make yourself right.
What is the 3? What is the 3 from? Is it from last quarter? Is it 3% from last year? From year to year?
Yeah, that's a fine question to ask. We're talking January 2025. It was 3. Prior to that, we can go through all of 2024. The last 6 months of 2024, we're looking at
how about you go
37, 32, 31, 34. So, hold on, I read the wrong one. I was reading 2023. Hold on. We're looking at 29, 25,
wow,
24,
dude,
26,
you're
27,
very,
29, 29.
You're very nervous. So the way inflation works, right?
I don't think you know what nervous means.
100%. So the way inflation works, right? Under Biden, it jumped up, right, to 9%. And then when the next quarter it says, oh, well, it was only a 2% inflation rate. That's 2% above the 9 from last month. And then when you go 100%, that's the way it works.
All right, slow down.
You want to put $100 that's the way it works?
Yeah, so
you want to put $100 that's the way it works?
When we
no,
left
do you want to make that bet? Do you want to make that bet?
When he left office, it was 3.
Do you want to make the bet? Yes or no? Do you want to make the bet? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, I'll win. Go ahead, put $500.
Yeah, so inflation,
let's put $500 on it. When stop trying to overtalk. All right. When Biden left office, it was 3. Stop. It was 3.0. Okay. You can't go back to just the highest number to go ahead and prove your point. That's not how it works. All right. And if we want to talk about what caused inflation, let's go ahead and talk about it because you're insinuating Biden increased inflation. Okay. Tell me what Biden did to increase inflation.
So the fact that you're muting and you're trying to switch the subject, let's talk about the bet for a second.
No, Krim. I want you to tell me how Biden increased inflation.
You are very scared. Let's talk about our $500 bet that
tell
you
me how
made
Biden
that you
increased
agreed to
inflation.
Right now.
Krim, we have to talk about how. Krim, you have to answer the question. How did Biden increase inflation?
It's a good thing that you're being recorded with 5,000 people watching to show how much you're running right now. Because I have the chart right here of how inflation works. So I'm going to ask you again, do you still want to put $500 on?
Yes, I want to put $5,000
So then
tell me how Biden, Krim, tell me how Biden increased inflation. Krim, how did Biden
clarify this?
Krim, I will ask you, I will continue asking, how did Biden increase inflation? What
you're
did he
trying
do?
to run. You're trying to run.
Answer the question.
Let's talk about what we just did. Let's talk about what we just did a bet on.
Question.
Let's talk about the bet first. Before we move on, let's talk about the bet. Why are you running?
Krum, how did Biden increase inflation?
You are very, very emotional, man. Are all liberal men this emotional?
I will not.
Let's talk about the bet.
I will
We're
not
talking
move
about
on
the
from
bet.
I will not.
You're moving on.
How did
You're
Biden
moving
increase
on before
inflation?
we
I'm going to
talk
give you
about the
5 more
bet.
opportunities, otherwise you're getting kicked. How did Biden
So
increase inflation?
if you concede, then you owe me $500. If
How
you
did
cannot,
Biden
okay,
increase inflation?
you owe me $500 if you
How
run.
did Biden increase inflation? You only have 2
Let's
more
talk
before you
about
get
it. We're
kicked.
talking about it.
How did
Let's
Biden increase
talk about
inflation?
how
How did Biden increase inflation? You get your
you're
last
running
chance
so
right here.
hard.
How did Biden
Show
increase inflation?
let's see how fast he's running.
Couldn't answer the question. It was a basic fucking question to answer. It was going to get tied into the whole fucking thing. He couldn't answer the question. We easily could have gone back to the whole bet. That's fine. If you want to come back, we can do that. But you have to tell me how Biden increased inflation. And you have to somehow tell me that it being 9 in 2022 somehow makes it that in 2025, when he left office, doesn't make it 3%, as which it was, because I have the numbers right here. Let's get to the next one. We're looking for opposition. Dean, I see you in the box. I know you probably wanted to speak to him. If he comes back, I'll let you speak to him. I give him so many opportunities to speak. I give him so many opportunities to answer the question. He refused to. Rob, how you doing? Rob? Okay, cool. And also, if you want to go on a yearly basis, every single year Biden was in office, it went down. First year, 7%. Second year, 6.5%. Third year, 2023, is 3.4%. His last year, it was 2.9%. Went down every single year he was president. Now, Trump is the opposite. If you look at it, first year, 2.7%. Now, currently, we're at 3.5% for the year. So far, it's gone up under Trump. All right. Keep tapping and sharing those. Guys, if you're enjoying the live, make sure you click the follow button on the top left of TikTok. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe and like the live as well, okay? Nate, what's up?
Yeah, so I actually think that what Trump's doing with the prices is a positive thing.
Did you vote for him?
Yes.
Okay. What's positive about
So
prices
I
going
believe
up?
the only way to actually combat, and I think the right and left want to do this equally, the only way to combat the rich is to crash the economy, because the rich become rich through the economy, right? They own all the goods that we buy, right? That's how the rich become rich.
What? Wait.
If we can't afford the goods.
Hold on. Do you consider yourself
Yeah.
a conservative or a leftist? What's your ideology?
I would say I'm a Republican, yeah.
Well, that's not an ideology. That's a party.
Sure, conservative, yeah.
Okay, so you're conservative, but you're saying that we should make the rich less rich?
Yeah, the only way to make the rich less rich, because this is what capitalism is to stop buying their goods.
Okay,
the problem in America
sound like a conservative viewpoint, though.
It is. The conservatives want capitalism, and the benefit to capitalism is we are allowed to not want to buy goods from people.
This is a effect of capitalism, right? This is one of those things where it's not a bug, it's a feature. This is a feature of capitalism, them getting richer while everybody else gets less rich.
No.
That's literally a feature of capitalism. Yeah.
We do not have to go to Starbucks. By no means do we have to shop at Starbucks.
I don't know what Starbucks has to do with this. I don't know what Starbucks has to do with this. Nobody's talking about
because
Starbucks.
they're billionaires, right? The people who open Starbucks are billionaires, correct? If everyone stops going to Starbucks, he will no longer be a billionaire, correct?
Tell me how people are just going to stop going to Starbucks. When's that going to happen?
Yeah, go to your local places. I have a place across the street that's owned by a local human being that owns a $200,000 house that tries to make it by just like the rest of us. If I support him, he is going to support his family with it instead of supporting a billionaire.
All right, so you do that on an individual basis. How does that help the entire country, right? You're going to have to get everybody else to do that. How's that going to happen?
To actually stop the convenience buying and buy locally.
Okay, and you're telling me Trump is going to be the one to help do that?
Yeah, so what he did was he made it harder for people to get debt through banks, right? So the way the left has been doing this is they have allowed people to accrue as much debt to keep using debt as consumer purchasing power.
Right now,
I want people to be poor and to crash the economy, so we can't afford to buy anything.
Wait, so you want people to be poor now? Everybody? You want everybody to be poor?
I want a majority of the United States to not be able to have purchasing power, yes.
Okay, and you think this is a good view to have? You think that's beneficial? That
yes, because if we can't buy anything, the rich people can't get richer.
Okay, but if we can't buy anything, then we can't survive.
That's not true at all. Wait a
Well,
second.
yeah.
How
Well,
did
I don't
people
know if you know
survive?
this, but I don't know if you know this, but you need food to survive. I don't know if you knew
Yeah.
that.
Can you not grow your own food?
Yeah, so everybody's going to grow their own food. Everybody has that capability. Where's that going to happen?
Yeah, I think everyone
People in the
has.
city. Where's that happening?
Everyone lives in some kind of community, correct?
Tell me where in the city you can grow your own food. And guys, we can get to new guests at 55,000
Oh,
likes.
well, the city would have to rely on the suburbs and the farmland areas to grow their food for them.
You're living in a fairy tale land. Give
No,
me
it's
something
not.
with it. It is a fairy
This
tale
has
land.
happened before.
Okay. First of all, you're not even talking about conservative policy at this point. You're talking about something that's going to be much further left, which is weird that you still label yourself as a conservative, because what you're trying to insinuate is not a conservative ideology at all.
No, the conservative
I don't even know what your
ideology
views
is
are.
to conserve the Constitution. I'm talking about a financial
They're not
policy
doing that either.
that
Trump is not
needs to
conserving the
happen
Constitution.
to crash the economy so that we could get to a healthy level again.
How
Did
is
you know
Trump
the most
conserving
middle
the
class
Constitution?
people became wealthy when the economy crashed in 2008?
How is Trump
how did that
conserving the
happen?
economy? How is Trump conserving the Constitution, rather?
He stopped banks from
the Constitution.
No, I don't know.
You said
how
conservatives
I
conserve
don't
the Constitution.
necessarily agree. I don't necessarily agree. He's the best conservative.
Okay, but then why did you vote for him? Because he's doing the opposite of that with the Constitution. He's trying to violate it any chance that he gets. He's absolutely going to try to run for a third
Kamala
term.
Harris. If you would have put
It's Kamala for one.
No, until she stops calling her husband Little Dougie, then I'll start calling her by her correct name.
Oh, that's weird. That sounds like a little kid mindset to have.
Like,
she
wants to disrespect her husband on stage. Then I will disrespect her.
Night. It's her husband. She can talk to him how they agree with each other. That has nothing to do with how you pronounce her name. For now, just call her Mrs. Harris. Can you do that?
No, I'll call her whatever I want, right?
Well, no, because I'm going to ask you that you pronounce her name correctly. If not, I'm just going to drop you. It's not that difficult to pronounce somebody's name correctly.
You're more than free to drop me. I mean, this is
right. So you
country.
can you can avoid that by simply pronouncing her name correctly. It's very easy.
Well, I don't let people control my speech, so I will be respectful and not say anything that will get you banned, but I will say whatever I want.
Okay, and then I can kick you whenever I want. So tell me how Harris was going to be worse for the country
that is
than
very
Trump.
true.
Tell me how Harris was going to be worse for the economy than Trump.
So I just simply believe she doesn't have children or a family, so I don't know how she has family values. I don't respect it.
Wait, so you vote for a guy who cheated on all three of his wives? That's family values?
Yeah, and he has children, and he wants the best for his children when he passes away. Yeah,
but he cheated on all three of his wives. Is that traditional values?
Yeah, how do we explain to me?
Is that traditional values?
How do you know that his wives didn't cheat on him first? Well, wait a second.
How is cheating
all the time.
First of all, she has a family. I don't know where the fuck you got this from. So she does have a family. Secondly, tell me how cheating on
her
your
children
wife is
are not biologically hers.
Night. Who gives a shit? Night. Tell me how cheating on Tell me how cheating on your wife is traditional values.
Oh.
Just answer it.
Because his wives cheated on him first, so he thought the relationship was over.
Give evidence of that? Can you give evidence of that? Yeah, so go ahead and give evidence of that.
Do you have evidence that they didn't? Exactly. You don't.
That's not how things work. Night. When you make an affirmative claim, when you make a positive claim, you're the one who has to provide evidence, okay? You made the positive claim. The default isn't that
you are making a positive claim.
That you don't see that this is really difficult to talk to somebody who's not smart, because I don't even think you know what a positive claim is. You're insinuating that she did something, and you're saying, "Hey, prove that she did." You cannot prove a negative, right? It's on you to prove that they cheated on him first. Provide the evidence. You can unmute yourself. Just provide the evidence. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We'll get to 55,000 likes.
I think most people. I would say most married people cheat for a reason. He probably had a good reason.
Where's the okay? So now cheating is now okay. So that's now a traditional value. You're now justifying it.
I never said it was traditional. I just said it's a value.
You did. No.
Society.
You said he represents traditional values because he has a family, but now you're advocating for cheating. See how you're twisting yourself into
I said
supporting
family
him? This is
values, not tradition.
And cheating on your wife is not family values, okay? And you're twisting yourself. This is insane because you just can't criticize the guy.
Yeah, but he has children.
He cheated on his wife.
That's what I was
he cheated on his
to.
wife. That's a bad thing, right?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Knight,
She probably
he
was
cheated on
an
his wife.
abusive wife to him.
He cheated on his wife. That's
She
a
was
bad thing,
probably
right?
mentally abusive.
Guys, he can't do it.
She was
He's
probably mentally
incapable.
abusive.
He's incapable of criticizing him. This is the
I'm
MAGA
sure she
cult.
was.
This is the MAGA cult. They
I'm sure
cannot
she was a
criticize him.
mentally abusive
He will be clipped.
and
Absolutely.
toxic, super toxic.
Right. So you're
woman.
doing. So right now, you cannot
was
criticize the guy. It's impossible.
Toxic femininity.
We haven't even
Toxic
gotten to the fact. We haven't even gotten to the fact that he is civilly liable for essaying another person. We haven't even gotten to that, right? Which of course you're going to go ahead and deny, right? So he cheated on his wife, civilly liable for essaying someone, which essentially was great by every definition, but we'll say legally it was essay, right? I don't understand how those are family values. Last time I checked. I just want you to be able to criticize him. That's all I'm asking, man. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Flirted with a daughter. Yep, he says he has sex in common with his daughter.
Yeah, I'm not. I already told you, I'm not like the biggest Trump fan here.
So cheating on your wife is a bad thing. Cheating on your wife is a bad thing, right?
What does that have to do with him being a president?
Cheating on your wife is a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I think he wants the best for his
You
kids
said yeah.
moving forward in this country.
Listen, dude. Okay, so you said yes, cheating on your wife is a bad thing. Yeah, I think it's representative of who you are, right? Like, listen, if you're just a person or a random citizen or whatever, right? Like, okay, your standard is going to be different than the president. But if you're the president of the United States, you should be held to a higher standard. Maybe you shouldn't cheat on your wife. Maybe you shouldn't be held civilly liable for saying somebody.
I don't think
maybe you shouldn't.
Be held to a higher standard.
You don't think presidents should be held to a higher standard?
No, I think he's a human being.
He is a human being, but you don't think presidents should be held to a higher standard?
Yeah.
But they can run the country.
No. Why would I expect that?
You're absolutely insane.
I don't think so.
You're absolutely insane. We're at 55,000 anyways, guys. Get the hell out of
George.
here. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. If you're enjoying the live, click the follow button on the top left of TikTok. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe and like the live. I do have the super chat goal there in the tube. If you guys want help with it, certainly don't have to by any means. None of it's ever needed. Same thing with here on TikTok or whatever. My pay links are in the bio. Never needed. I do appreciate it. All right, let's get to next guest. We are just looking for opposition, please. I don't know how they continue. I don't know. It's and this is not giving them an excuse, but like it's a sunken cost fallacy. They have put so much support into him and so much energy and so much whatever into him for like 10 years now. And it is very difficult for a human being to go back on that. Again, not making an excuse for them by any means. I'm just sort of explaining why some of them, they feel like they can't go back on it, right? They can't, because when you put so much energy into somebody for 10 years, you don't want to think that like, oh yeah, I was duped, I was lied to. You don't want to admit that, right? So they have to keep going and going and going. What's up? How are you?
Good. Yeah, you guys would be an expert on sunken cost, like vesting in Joe Biden. And
I just need to know how old you are.
I'm 50.
Okay. All right. What were you saying?
Yeah, you guys would be an expert in sunken cost, reinvesting in Joe Biden and that. See, what you don't understand is we know Trump wins elections. And by Trump winning elections, it progresses the Republican agenda. So you'll keep on sunk costs.
One thing at a time.
Losers.
One thing at a time. Yeah. What's the sunken cost fallacy?
Joe Biden's a sunken cost fallacy.
No. What is the sunken cost fallacy? Don't give me an example. What is
something that you know is a lost cause?
And you keep doing it over and over and over and over again, like people do with Trump. Where was this with Biden? I don't see people on the left overwhelmingly talking about Biden say he should run again. Where is that happening? In fact, a lot of people on the left. In fact, part of the reason, part of many reasons why Harris lost is because there was a lot of criticism on the left of the Democratic Party. There's other reasons, but that was one of them. So no sunken cost fallacy.
To actually be a lost cause?
Huh?
The sunken cost? Don't you actually have to lose?
I don't think you know what the sunken cost fallacy is. Where on the left are people Where on the left are people overwhelmingly, continuously supporting Biden and saying he should run and saying that like he's the best for America? Where's this happening?
Elections anymore.
Stretch. When is this happening? Stretch. Where on the left are people doing that?
Yeah, they'll find some other loser. You know, like
so that's not the
you
sunken
guys
cost
can't win
fallacy.
elections.
So that's not the sunken cost fallacy. I don't know what you mean you can't win elections. Since 2000, right? Who has won more elections? It's like pretty even, right? You had Bush. Hold on. But so you had Bush twice, you had Obama twice, then you had Trump, Biden, then Trump again. All right. So what do you mean they're not winning elections? Where are you getting this from?
Yeah. That you've looked at the last election cycle, the one previous that they cheated on.
Okay. Oh boy. Slow down. Where's the evidence that they cheated?
It's in Obama's head when he ordered, election interference and things like that. Which he'll be eventually
Where's it? Stretch,
accountable for.
Slow down.
Not here on
Stretch,
Earth,
slow down. Where did Obama do this? I need solid evidence. You have to provide evidence of this. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. 65,000 likes we'll get to, I guess. So provide me evidence.
I'll cite the DOJ investigation.
Okay, so tell me, give me a hard piece of evidence in which you're showing that the Democrats cheated.
Yeah, the DOJ investigation.
What investigation?
Into election interference.
Okay, so what was it? I'm going to go ahead and I got my computer.
Democrats created a false narrative of Russian interference, and then now that's being attributed to an order.
How do I look this up?
Given by Obama.
Slow down. How do I look this up? I have my laptop in front of me. Tell me what to type in.
Yeah.
Tell me what to type in.
Type in DOJ election interference investigation.
Interference investigation. And what's going to come up?
Probably numerous articles about how
so the first So the first one is from the Trump website, okay, because that's a solid source, of course, and it's just a video of him saying the election was rigged. It's just it's just a video of him saying the election was rigged. Now, what evidence do you have that it was? Right. So I'm scrolling down here. What do we have here? Tell me.
Look at the statistical analysis of it.
What statistical analysis?
That you had a president get so many votes with such a poor approval rating.
When? Who?
That was Joe Biden.
Okay. What was his approval rating?
Got the most,
Slow down. Stretch. Hold on. Let's back up. Do you think people have TDS?
Well, why are you pivoting?
Answer the question. It's related. Do you think people had TDS?
Sure.
Yeah. So there are a lot of people that hate Trump, right? So why would it be surprising that a lot of people voted against him in 2020, considering a lot of people have TDS? You can't have it both ways. Either people have TDS or you got a violation for election integrity. If you don't believe me, guys, you can look on YouTube. You can see my screen of that popping up if you don't believe me. But not surprised it happens. All right, let's get to the next one. We are looking for opposition now, okay? Keep tapping and sharing. Hello, how you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I am 25 years old.
Alrighty. Can you get a little closer to the mic? It's kind of hard to hear you.
Yeah, so I would just like to say that I do agree with what Stretch was saying. I mean, if we were to look long-term wise to answer your question, I'm just going to say I agree with Stretch, but we're going to look at your question on why haven't Trump made gas and groceries cheaper yet. I think great things take time. People want instant satisfaction, instant, they want something that's going to happen. You're not going to see a dollar gas.
That's never happening. For sure, that's never happening again. So tell me why Trump said he would do this on day one. If what you say is true, which I believe, things do take time. Why did Trump say he would lower gas and groceries on day one?
Well, did he ever give a specific amount of value?
He said he was going to lower them. So with that being true, they would have to go lower, which they have. So why did he say that?
Well, give me a second. I just think great things take time, and
But,
I know right
why did
now.
he say that? I want you to answer the question. I know it's a tough question to answer. I get it, right? But why did he say that he would do it on day one?
That he would do it on day one.
Yeah, why did he say that?
Did he give a specific value?
He said he would lower them.
Did he
right?
give a
That's
specific value?
Be cal. Lowering them is an objective thing. If something is $5, lowering it would be $4.99 and below. Okay, so tell me where gas or groceries got lower from when he entered office.
Did he give a specific value?
Lowering them. Tell me where they're lowered.
Did he give a specific value? That's all I have
lowering
to say.
them.
Can I ask
lowering
you,
them.
ask you a
No,
question?
you are not going to avoid this question. Answer
But
it.
you do the same
I
thing.
want you to man up.
You do the same.
Be-cal, I
thing.
want you to man up and answer the question.
Speaking
It's
louder,
a tough question. Be-cal, it's a tough question. I get it. Man up and answer it.
Speaking louder on the people who you're debating doesn't mean you're gonna. That doesn't
for
prove
sure.
anything.
For sure.
But
Answer the question. For sure. Answer the question.
he didn't give a specific value.
He said he would lower them. He said he would. Be-cal, you are not going to get around this. Answer the question.
I'm not trying to get around
Yes,
it.
you are. You're too afraid to answer the question. Lower your ego. You don't need your ego in this conversation. Throw it away. It's okay. So tell us why he said he would lower them on day one if they're not lower now. Thank you for the heart me.
So check this out. In both parties, no one
answer the question.
In both
we can
parties,
move on afterwards. Be-cal, we can move on after this. I promise. I need you to answer the question.
What's your question again? Why did he say he's going to lower prices?
Why did he say he would lower them on day one, knowing that a president can't do that, and especially on day one? Why did he say that? Yes, he said that quote. Yes, there's a quote.
Give me the day, the time, the place.
Be-cal, that's not going to change it. You're just trying to move the goalpost. Because if I provide that for you, you're still going to move the goalpost. It's a quote. I can pull it up. Why did he say that? I don't know why you're trying to avoid this. It's not that difficult. Unmute yourself. We'll get to new guys at 75,000 likes. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Just answer the fucking question. You guys are insufferable. Like, you are so far deep into this that you are incapable of answering the question. I can pull up the quote. It's not going to change anything. Guys, these people's minds don't change. Unmute yourself. Mod, if you can try to unmute him or whatever. Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again to bring down the prices of all goods. So, how is this happening?
Oh, there you go.
How is this happening? Be-cal, I know you hear me. I know you hear me. Why did he say he would do it on day one then? Answer the question.
Takes time, my buddy. Doesn't happen
Then why
overnight.
did he? Great. Then why did he say he would do it on day one? Answer the question.
Well, as a president, and you're gonna try to speak and obviously win and try to get everyone's vote.
So he lied.
Lied.
No,
he's not lying.
So he told the truth?
How's your Roth IRA doing?
Be-cal. Did he lie? Be-cal, you just said that presidents say things to get elected. So he lied, correct?
Both parties are not perfect. It takes time.
Answer the question. That's not an answer. Answer the question. Insufferable. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. And I have enough mods. I appreciate whoever's asking. I got enough mods. Mods are fine. You're good. So, answer the question.
Takes time, my buddy. I have nothing else I can tell you.
Perfect. Then why did he say he would do it on day one if it takes time?
It takes time.
Then
if I
why
tell you,
did
I'm
he say he would do it on day one?
If I tell you I'm gonna run America,
I agree it takes time. Then why did he say he would do it on day one? Answer the question. We could have moved forward in this conversation 5 minutes ago. You could have just said, oh, he lied or whatever, right? Because that's really what it was. Or he just is so incapable that he thought he could do it. You could have given any one of those answers and we could have moved on, but
you're
you
the
can't.
same guy.
Be-cal, answer the question. Answer the question.
You're the same guy that I proved wrong.
Why did he say he would do it on day one? Why did he say he would do it on day one? Why did he say he would do it on day one?
Can I ask you a question? Why?
Nope.
Why are you so against Trump?
Nope. Why did he say he would do it on day one?
Why
Once you
are you
answer it,
against
we can
Trump?
move on. Once you answer it, we can move on. Why did he say he would do it on day one? Because people like you exist because of him. That's why. Why did he say he would do it? Thank you, Nauseous, or whatever your name is. But yeah, guys, if you can all send the heart me that, was it Nauseous just did? Interesting name. Why did he say he would do it on day one? And he left. I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner. Jesus Christ. All right. Whew. I'm telling you guys, they are incapable of being able to answer this. All right, we'll get to next guest in just a second. And do we have enough mods in here? I don't know. Somebody was saying that we don't. I don't know who that person was, but hey, next guest, we're trying to invite you on up. So let's do this. Oh shit! Now we have 2. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Doug?
Hey, how old are you?
32.
Cool. And did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay, I need you to please not chew on the live stream, okay? Why did you vote for Trump?
What the fuck?
Why did you vote for Trump?
It was better than Kamala. My bad, I'm at lunch.
Kamala. Okay, all right.
Kamala.
Which one are we talking to? Tim or Pro?
Kamala.
Who are we talking to?
I voted for Trump because he was the only choice. My name's
All right.
Pro.
Well, he literally was not the only choice. All right. So both of you guys.
No, he was the only choice.
Both of you guys. How old are you?
I just said it. He was the only choice.
Well, how old are you? I need to know your age, please.
I just said it. I said 50.
32.
Okay, and then okay, cool. All right. So how is Trump better than Harris? What of his policies is more beneficial?
What do you mean how Trump better than Harris? He didn't start a war, for one.
Trump didn't suck dick to get to the top.
Listen.
All
the
right.
Iraq
So
war was
hold
not
on.
started
Slow
under
down.
Trump.
Slow
He
down.
took care of
Slow down. All right. So the
Trump
Iran
didn't
war
fuck Joe
started.
Brown to get to the top.
Tim. We're not going to be doing that. Okay. We're not going to be doing that stuff. Okay. Tell me what about Harris's policies you don't like. Okay. Like, I want to make sure you actually know about this and you're not just saying things that were told to you.
Why
right?
don't you tell me anything about Harris's policy?
Policy doesn't matter on the campaign trail. They can promise a lot.
Oh, guys,
what she
policy
did during her
doesn't matter.
career.
Guys,
on the campaign trail, you can promise a lot on the campaign trail until
you can't tell me anything.
You can promise a lot on the campaign
Slow down,
trail.
guys. Okay, great. So Trump lied about all of his promises. No new wars. Lied
So did
about
Kamala
that.
Harris.
Lowering price.
Everybody.
Harris
I just
is
don't like
impressive.
the way Kamala Harris
Guys,
tried
you
to
have to
come
go
up.
one at a time. One at a time. All right? I'm taking both of you on one. You have to go one at a time. All right. Trump said no new wars. Lied about that. Said he would lower gas and groceries. Lied about that. He said he would end the Ukraine war. Lied
When
about
did he
that.
say no new wars? When did he say no new wars?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
No,
out
when
of
did
here.
he say it? Answer the question, smart guy.
He doesn't know.
When did he say it, smart guy? When did
When did he say
you.
no new wars?
He can't tell you.
I'm not even going to give
Because he doesn't know.
any credibility to that question. That's insane.
Because
that
he
you said
doesn't
that.
know.
Okay, all right. He said no
here
new
comes
wars.
the
We're going to
truth.
move
I
on
can't
from
do
that. Okay, great. He said no new wars. We all know he said that. Let's move on. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
What
we
else
all
has
know he
done?
said that, but he didn't, and I can't prove it, but we all know it.
Okay. What we're not going to
You guys are
do
fucking
is
crazy.
what we're not going to do to ourselves or do here is lie to ourselves because we can't criticize the guy that we voted for. We're not going to lie
Show
and
me
make up
proof.
a fake
Just
reality.
tell me when he said it.
Bro.
Tell me when he said it. You're the
Bro.
one that's lying, and you can't prove it. Tell
Bro.
me when he said it.
Bro.
Tell me.
Which of
Tell
his
me.
policies,
Tell me. Isn't that what you were saying? Tell me. Answer the question. Isn't that what you were doing, pal? You're not very smart.
Great. Tim, what do you got since
Name
Pro
me
doesn't
one
seem to
of
be able to
Kamala
communicate?
Harris's policies.
No,
Name me
we're
one
not
of
gonna
Kamala
pivot.
Harris's policies right now. I bet you can't. I bet you
What
can't
has-
name me a
what-
single one of Harris's policies.
What has Trump
Go.
done that is beneficial for America? Go.
See? You see what I mean?
Can you go?
You guys are crazy.
Can you
Name
go
me
ahead
a
and
Kamala Harris policy.
Bro,
Name me a Harris
bro,
policy.
Bro, you're not going to turn this around on me. That's not how this works. Okay? Tell me how
You
Trump
can't
is
do it. You
benefiting.
can't name me one policy. You
Tell
can't
me
name
how
me
Trump
one
is
policy.
benefiting America.
That's embarrassing.
Okay, so here's a quote. He stated,
You
I'm
should be
not going to
embarrassed.
start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to go ahead and stop a war. I was the only president in modern history who did not have any no new wars.
Yeah,
I
a war.
finished some
Every
old new wars.
president said
Great.
needed to
So he said
happen.
no new wars. So you're wrong about that. Great. So tell me what he has done to benefit America.
And you can hear Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden saying that.
Oh, guys, we have to go to Barack
Obama
Obama now. Thank you for the for the galaxy, Debo. I really appreciate you. Guys, remember, it's 2 galaxies to end the guess.
The
by
worst
the way.
president
I know
ever.
that was
Yeah,
where
we
he
got
goes.
to talk about him. He's the divide of the country. Of course, we're going to talk about him.
Oh, okay. Tell me how Trump has benefited America so far.
How Trump has benefited America. First off, we don't have millions of people coming across the border. We don't have 500,000 children turning out missing in the span of 4 years.
Slow down. Okay, so
you
the
can't
borders,
keep up or what?
So the border. Tell me how that's benefiting America. What about America is better now because of that?
Crime rate for one.
Oh,
Jobs
crime
are
rate?
good for Americans, not the illegal people who aren't supposed to.
I need you to stop being emotional. I don't know why you're so fucking emotional. All right. So crime, right?
These are because you just are so stupid and you just interrupt people and you don't listen to anything and you think you know shit that don't exist. Okay. You're embarrassing.
Right. Well, somebody disliked you so much they picked to kick you. Goodbye. They have nothing. I don't understand. Like, clearly he just watches Fox News or something. Like, he didn't have anything. They try really fucking hard to avoid the questions. Oh, Jeff, I just saw you in a request box. I'm sure you want to dig in on them. Keep tapping and sharing, though, guys. Yeah, they were insufferable. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How old are you? Ryan, how old are you? Not when you're off screen. How old are you, though?
I'm 32.
Okay, you're 32. Perfect. And did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. And you still support him? Yeah?
I do.
Okay, why?
Those are a personal matter. I wanted to wonder
why do you support him?
That's
nope. The point of the live is to talk about this. If you can't answer him, let's go to the next guest.
Oh,
why do you support him?
Why do I support that guy? I was turning on the TV one day and I was watching these boats.
Okay, if you can't answer the question seriously, I'm going to go ahead and get to the next guest. Please answer the question seriously.
Because I've seen a serious decline in drugs. That's why I support
Okay,
him.
how do you see a decline? Tell me what metric you're using.
I am living in an area that used to be heavily drug oriented and now it's not.
Okay, cool. So we're not going to go off of anecdotes here because we can't measure anecdotes. Tell me overall how drug usage is down because of Trump. Thank you for the
Because he closed the border, I believe. Wasn't that him that closed the border, or was that Biden?
Okay, so to insinuate that the border is closed, the border must have been open. Tell me what details or what metrics say the border was open. Like, how is the border open?
The walls were down.
What walls?
The walls that Trump has up.
What walls? How much miles of walls was put under Trump's first term? Of new walls?
250, I believe.
Of new walls, how many?
250.
No, it was like 50, 51, 52 of new walls. Okay, so that doesn't quite cover the border, because last time I checked, the border is a little bit more than 50-something miles, and Biden didn't do anything to get rid of them. So tell me once again how the border was open.
The 50 miles that you just admitted to were open and are now closed. So.
No, because hold on. Let's say there was a 50-mile wall.
Oh, he didn't do those?
Do you know you can just walk around it?
All right, debater.
Do you know you can just walk around it?
You can walk around the borders? And which area?
I'm going to go ahead and ask you again. If there's thousands of miles of border and there's a 50-mile wall here, are you able to walk around it?
Thousands of miles?
Are you able to walk around it, yes or no?
That's what I'm asking you. You just told me that I could.
Are you able to walk around it, yes or no?
I mean, I could. I mean, I imagine, but you just told me.
So the border was never closed under Trump's first term. So tell me once again how the border was open under Biden. Please tell me.
You're talking like 100% open. I'm saying it's a lot more closed than it was before, and motherfuckers are scared.
Closed and open is a binary thing. Closed and open is a binary thing. Either it is or isn't, right? There's no spectrum with it. So tell me once again how the border was open under Biden. Tell me how Biden opened the border.
So Biden didn't open the border, but he allowed these people to come in. Now they're scared to come in.
Okay, so you were wrong about that. So when you said he opened the border, you were wrong about that. Cool. All right. So what do you mean he allowed people to come in? Explain that to me, please.
He sent buses, and then I literally had them bust into New York.
buses. Tell me about this. So, tell me, walk me through the process. What was this bus? Where was it? How did it get there? Tell me about it.
It wasn't just one bus. I think it was
Tell me
about
the
50
details
of
of it.
them.
Great. I want you to tell me the details. So there
Okay,
was a
so
bus. There was a
Biden,
bus on the border, and then what happened?
bunch of buses.
Tell me
So
about it.
not
Yeah.
just one bus. So yeah. So
Uh-huh.
there was at least 100 I know of. I could research
Okay.
and do more for
Explain
you.
to me the process of one of the buses. We're just going to talk about one of them for now. What did he do? How did that happen? Give us like the whole step 1, step 2 thing.
So I'm not in Biden's administration, so I wouldn't know the details. But
But you're the one who said it, though. You're the one who said it. So I please need you to explain it. You
right.
said it.
So I'm the one that was observing. Right.
Observing what?
I'm observing all of the immigrants being brought in by Biden.
Okay, so how did you observe this? Tell me the steps of what happened.
Well, it was on the news.
What was on the news?
Biden bringing in a bunch of illegals on a bus.
So explain the process, okay? Because you see something on the news, right? You don't just automatically take it for what it is, right? I know you wouldn't do that. I know you're smarter than that just to believe anything the news tells you. I know you're smarter than that. So you see the bus, then what? Tell me about the process of it.
Okay, so a bus goes without illegals. Illegals enter the bus comes back, the bus is emptied.
Okay, so you're telling me Biden sent this bus to the border?
Well, I mean, I guess I can't. It was during Biden's term. Let me put it that way.
But how did this bus thing happen, though? I want you to explain the bus thing,
That's what
how
I'm
it happened,
asking
and
you.
tie it
Why
back
are
to
you
Biden.
supporting
No,
it?
you're the one who explained or trying to explain this. Tell me about this bus and how Biden had anything to do with it. Tell me about it.
No, I'm
If you
not saying.
can't, just
I'm
say you
saying it was
can't.
in his administration. You think those buses are coming across right now?
What
Absolutely
was
not.
in his administration? What was?
Illegal immigrants.
There's always undocumented immigrants here. How many were deported under Biden?
Not as many have been deported today.
That is incorrect. How many were deported under Biden?
You
Pull up the
tell me.
numbers here. No, you're the one who's talking about this. We're going to pull up the numbers. You're the one who's talking so confidently on this. I need you to tell us. Go ahead and explain.
Okay, so yeah, let's see. How many people were deported?
No. I want you to tell. You're the one who's saying that he didn't deport enough people. I want you to tell me how many deportations there were. We have the numbers. We can go through it, but I want you to tell me.
Okay,
And we'll get to a
let
new
me
guest at
see.
80,000 likes, guys. 80,000 likes. Okay. So you had to look it up. Obviously, you didn't know the numbers, so you were just saying that, right? So now that you Googled it, what are the numbers?
No, I'm not Googling it.
Okay. So then, what are the numbers?
Here, let me tell you.
So you are
in
Googling
the
it.
year 2021 was 59,000.
Great.
And
So
in the
tell me
year
overall how many there were.
59,000. So in
Overall, tell me how many there were.
2024,
Tell me overall how many there were.
59,000. So in the year
So, no.
2024,
Overall, yes.
there was
We're going to go all over.
271. No, 271,000 in 2024.
Okay. So overall, who deported more?
Trump did more in 1 year.
That is incorrect. You have the numbers. Why are you lying? You have the numbers in front of you. I know you do.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
You have the numbers in front of you. Tell us who deported more.
Okay, so it looks like Trump in 2024 deported 2,071.
Trump wasn't president in 2024, you fucking toenail.
Oh. He wasn't?
Trump was not president in 2024.
Are you sure?
Can we move past this, please? Yeah, are you really going to run from that? I guess I would be embarrassed too if I said that. Go ahead, unmute yourself. I really wanted to call him something else, but I had to be TikTok friendly, so toenail came to mind. All right, man, unmute yourself.
That's what. Yeah, I'm trying to unmute here. So
You are.
Okay, so I'm just speaking personally here. Under Biden's term, I never saw an ICE agent, but now I've seen at least one per day go by
We
my
don't go off
shop.
anecdotes. What's up, RJ? How you doing?
I have a quick question for him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ryan, the buses, did the wheels on them go round and round?
Not these buses. These
No.
flew.
Did
like a
the
UFO.
horn on the bus go honk, honk, honk?
Not these. These went in the air.
Did the mommies on the bus go, shh, shh, shh?
No, they couldn't do that.
They didn't do that.
All right. I got bad news for you, Ryan.
That's it.
Somebody disliked you so much they paid to kick you. RJ, thank you so much. Make sure you guys give RJ a follow. And thank you, Tracy, who sent a Vimo request, I guess I'll say. So W Tracy in the comments says, this toenail doesn't know how to use a Kleenex, yes, which was very annoying, which is just one of the things that makes him disgusting. Thank you so much, Tracy. I really, really appreciate you. W Tracy in the comments. Jesus. All right, let's get the next one. Guys, again, we're looking just for opposition, please. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Make sure you guys all send the heart me just like Julie did. That'd be great. They're at the top left. Load in, load in. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. All right, I don't know what's happening with him. All right, I'm trying to bring up the next guest. Just hang tight, guys. You got that stuck in my head, RJ. Thank you. Thank you for the heart mate. All right, who do we have? Devin, MAGA? Who do we got? All right, we got two people again. MAGA, how old are you?
34.
All righty. Porch, how old are you? Porch, how old are you? Okay, we're going to stick with MAGA here. All right, so MAGA, I assume you voted for Trump and still support him?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you continue to support him?
What do you mean, why?
Why do you support him? What's he doing that's beneficial?
I like his stance on immigration. I like foreign policy. I like his VA. I like his economy.
Oh, okay. What do you mean you like his economy? What do you mean by that?
Well, whenever he was president in the first term, we actually saw real wage growth, meaning, we had low inflation and high wages versus Biden, where we had high inflation and low wage growth. So,
okay,
an absolute
cool.
nightmare.
So tell me what Biden did to increase inflation and lower wages. What of his policies did that?
Well, do you know what the average inflation rate was?
Yeah, I
under
want
the
you
two
to tell me what.
presidents?
Yeah, I want you to tell me what Biden did, though, because that's
Oh,
more
good.
important,
So
right?
under
Yeah.
Trump
So
in
the,
2016 to
no,
2020,
Mega,
it
we
was
all
only
get
1
this.
point.
Mega, we all get this. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, what did Biden do to increase it? Because that's what you're
Oh,
insinuating.
you do get it? So then what was the average inflation rates for the two presidents
So
in the
what
first
did
term?
Biden do to increase it? Because that's what you're getting at. You're saying Biden did it. How?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it 100% matters.
Why?
Because you vote for somebody because they can do something, right? Not just because something occurs under them. By your logic, we're going to continue to use your logic. COVID happened under Trump. Therefore, Trump caused
Right.
COVID.
No.
Right. So, inflation under Biden, we can't automatically say he caused it. Tell us what caused it.
Well, I mean, there's multiple things he did to cause it. For example, he added over $1 trillion. Well, you've essentially handcuffed our GDP by over $1 trillion by EPA policies alone.
Okay, so you're telling me he spent a lot of money overall?
No, they're more like regulations and things that cost our economy money by doing ridiculous paperwork studies, researches, and just ridiculous red line.
Oh, okay, but you're telling us spending money in ways that you don't like causes inflation.
Again, that's not spending money. That's forcing other companies to spend money. That's not government spending. So that's completely
So how
different.
does that? So tell me how that increases inflation.
Because you're making things more expensive. For example,
how is he making things
gas.
More expensive?
Putting
I
out
want you
less
to provide proof. I want you to provide proof of that claim first of all.
We could start with energy is the most basic building block to all of the prices, right? Whenever you lower.
So tell me where you provided $1 trillion to them.
You can Google it very easily. Add Biden, trillion, and EPA. It'll come right up. 3 words. That's all you got to do.
When did
Biden,
this happen?
trillion, EPA.
When did this happen?
During Biden's term. Did you think Biden was doing things during Trump's term?
What year did it happen? Tell me about it.
Give me 1 second. Sure.
Okay, I appreciate it. Guys, keep tapping sharing. We can get to new guests at 90,000 likes. If you're enjoying the live, click the follow button on the top left, and then the heart me at the top left. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe and like the live, okay? And I have the super chat goal there. You can help out with it. Not needed, but appreciated.
All right. Well, that's pulling up. I was just curious what you think about the difference in the real wage growth between the two.
Do you have the source?
For what? The real wage growth?
For what I asked you.
Oh, you just don't want to engage with that at all?
I want you to get proof of the thing that I asked you for initially, please.
Yeah, but I'm just curious. Do you know the real wage growth that happened from 2016 to 2020?
To provide evidence of the claim. You're not going to run away from it. It sounds like you're trying to do that.
The only one running here is you.
Please provide the source. Please provide the source.
Answer me.
Please provide the source.
Don't run.
You don't have the source, do you?
Oh, I do, right here, right in front of me.
Great.
I'm waiting on you to answer my question.
Great. So what is it? Tell us what it is. I'm going to go. I have a computer in front of me. I'm going to pull it up. What do you got?
Again,
What's
right after you answer my question, I'm more than happy to.
What's the title of it? This is starting to get embarrassing. What's the title of it?
You're right. You are embarrassed.
I told you guys this was going to happen again. This is happening yet again. This is like the fourth person in a row. This is crazy.
Can I ask you another very basic question?
No, I want you to respond to this, please.
What's another metric that you would use to measure?
MAGA, I need you to respond to this. It's becoming painfully obvious that you don't have the source. Either say you don't have it or provide it. Those are your only options right now.
Do you just not know what real wage growth means?
Those are your only options. Provide the source or say that you don't have it.
Could you tell me the formula for real wage growth?
One more chance. Provide the source or say you don't have it. Otherwise, I'm kicking you.
Just admit you're uneducated. It's fine.
Cool. Goodbye. If you had the source, he would have said it. It was painfully obvious that he was trying to run away from it. I don't know why they do this. They think we're like little kids and that we don't see past what they're doing. Like, clearly you were trying to run away from that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Keep tapping, keep sharing. Let's try to get to 100K, guys, if we can. I appreciate everybody helping out and engaging in the live. All that helps with getting people into the live and getting more guests on up. So I appreciate all of you. All right, one of these has to load. What's going on here? All right. Bam, hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Okay. And did you vote for Trump and support him?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And why do you still support him?
Because he's making America Christian again.
How so?
He's putting more money in the pockets of our pastors, and our pastors really need to get some of our tax money.
Okay. What do you mean by again, though? When was America ever Christian? What do you mean by that? Thank you, Stacy. What do you mean by that?
I think my phone froze up. I don't know if you just.
Yeah, you get now. I hear you. So when was America Christian?
It was Christian when the corporate elite weren't telling us which recipe we could use for cream savers.
When was this?
Damn you, Michelle Obama.
Okay, so you don't have an answer. All right. God, you guys are pathetic. I don't understand how they request in the box, right? Like, surely you have to have the argument in your head of like what you're going to say. Like, that's what I would do. If I was in a request box of the debate, I would think like, all right, I'm going to say this. He's probably going to say this back. I'll say this back. They don't seem to walk through this at all. Like, he didn't walk through like the second question that would almost certainly be asked in this debate. Like, I don't understand how you have the crazy confidence to come up not knowing anything. I would be embarrassed, really.
Yeah, I think
how
you're
you
a fucking retard.
All right.
To be honest with you, I think you're a fucking retarded bitch.
All right. Well, you're representing MAGA very well. Nick, how you doing? Hi, Nick. How you doing? Nick going once. Nick going twice. And goodbye. That guy just got a violation. I wonder why. All right, guys. We only have one more person in the request box. So if y'all can keep tapping and sharing, that'd be great. Mods, if you can invite somebody up, because I don't think we have anybody else. Oh, wait. Ralph, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. How old are you?
Oh, shit. I'm old as dirt.
I just need to say your age just for TikTok terms of service, please. Just say a number.
63.
All right. I appreciate you. All right. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. And why do you still support him?
Well, I think he's a heck of a lot better than the alternative choices.
Okay. So why do you support him then?
Well, I don't support Biden. Well, I mean, if Camellia would have been president.
Kamala. We're going to say her name correctly, please. Kamala. So what is Trump doing that's beneficial for America?
if Camellia and
Please, I need you to please say her name
Tampon
correct.
Tim.
Ralph, I need you to pronounce her name correctly. If you can't, I will drop you.
Oh,
Or just say
oh,
Mrs. Harris. Okay?
okay.
What is
There
Trump?
you go. Okay,
What is
Miss
Trump doing?
Harris.
Thank you.
Miss
So
Harris.
okay, great. So
Miss.
what is Trump doing without mentioning Biden or Harris? What is Trump doing that's beneficial for America?
Oh my gosh! Look at my 401k. How my 401k is just skyrocketing.
Okay, perfect.
I mean,
Slow down. We're
holy
going to
man.
engage in that.
Let's
We'll
talk
get into
about
Ralph,
like
I need you to
this
slow down.
year already. It went up like 25.
Ralph, I need you to be the age that you are, 60 something, and have an adult fucking conversation. Okay? Great. What is Trump doing to increase the stock market? That it hasn't gone up under any other president. Like every other president has gone up. Tell me what Trump is doing differently.
Well, what he's doing differently is he's making like all the people in NATO pay their way. You know,
Pay their way for what?
well, for their protection and stuff that NATO has been giving them for years.
What does that have to do with our economy?
Well,
What does
I
that have
mean,
to do with our economy?
Well, because we ain't paying as much now, so that helps our economy.
But the deficit has gone up, though.
Well, the deficit always goes up.
No, it doesn't.
Just like
no,
the stock market always goes
No,
up.
it doesn't. You're talking about the debt. The debt always goes up. The deficit does not. If you look back since Reagan, under every Democrat president, the deficit has gone down. Under every Republican, it's gone up. You can fact check that.
Well, yeah, but don't you know why that is?
Don't you know? Don't you know?
Right.
All right, we got a Canadian
I
here.
know.
You didn't actually vote for Trump. Get the fuck out of here. Don't you know? My God. Keep tapping and sharing. I hope everybody's having a really good day so far. If you're enjoying the live, make sure you click the follow button on the top left. Make sure you send in the heart me. If you're on the tube, make sure you subscribe and like the live. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
How old are you?
41.
Okay, cool. And did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I voted for Trump.
Alrighty. So why do you still support him?
I like that he's preventing Iran from nuclear weapon.
You sound like you're in like a tank or something. Like, what's going on here?
I'm in my room.
Is your room a tank?
Maybe I'm on a hands-free, that's why.
Yeah, like turn that off. Come on, I want to be able to hear you clearly.
Just give me a second.
Calling from a flip phone, some reason. All right, guys, we can get to new guests at 105K if we even make it there. Last few guests, we couldn't even make it there. It was so insufferable. All right. You there?
That sound better?
Significantly better. This is very, very, very better. Okay, cool. So why do you support Trump?
Yeah, the nuclear.
The what?
Iran nuclear.
Okay, those are words.
I like that he's preventing Iran from getting nuclear weapon, yeah.
Okay, so do you think that they had nuclear weapons?
Not yet.
Okay, so why did we go to war with them if they don't have nuclear weapons?
The prevention of getting it?
Okay, so why don't we go to war with every country then to prevent every country from getting nuclear weapons?
Every country doesn't want us dead, right? That's the difference, right?
Well, listen, we can talk about that. So Iran, right? Like, what have they said to make you think that they want the people of the U.S. to be unalive? Tell me what they have said.
They openly chant death to America, right? I mean, that's not a secret, right?
No, they're not talking about the people of America, right? And let me ask you this: why do you think they don't like America? Let's kind of think, like, intuitively here. Why don't they like America?
Why do you think they
I'm asking you the
like us?
question. I'm asking you the question. Why don't you think they like America?
Generally, I think it's I think it's because of their religion.
What about their religion?
Something about if you are not Muslim, you are kind of like not good in a way, like bad.
If you're not Muslim, you're not good, and that's why we went to war with them.
They want like everybody to be Muslim, and if you are not Muslim, and if you're any other religion, they kind of it's. I mean, I'm not too sure, but
yeah,
it's
you're
like
not sure at all. You're not even remotely sure. What state are you in?
New York,
Okay, what time is it in New York?
2:46.
Okay. All right, so we went to Iran. We went to war with Iran over a slogan.
It's not a slogan, bro.
So
You
we
think
went.
that?
So we went to war with the country because they said words.
I mean, you put it that way. I don't think of it that way.
But that's what you're saying, that they said bad words, and then we go to war with the country. We unalive people in their country. Some of our people get unalived. We spend hundreds of billions of
You think
dollars because words. That's what you're telling me.
words have meaning, right?
Okay, so what actions back up those words?
I mean, there's been terrorist attacks on
Where?
on us and stuff.
Okay, where have these terrorist attacks occurred, and where was it from Iran?
I mean, like generally not from Iran, like, but from like in the past there have been big ones like 9/11 and stuff.
Okay, what does that have to do with Iran?
They're all Islamists.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is fucking awful. So we went to war with Iran because
Do you
somebody in
really
some other
honestly
country
think
heard
that?
us?
Do you honestly think that they like us?
It's not a matter of that. You're saying that we went to war with a country, we're unaliving people, spending hundreds of billions of dollars, and you can't give me a good reason. Surely you got to have a good reason for that. You have to.
You're saying that they're chanting death to America, and you think nothing of it?
So you go to war with the country because they say words.
So you don't think they mean it?
Tell me where this is happening.
When is what happening?
What you are saying. Jesus fucking Christ.
You mean death to America?
Yes, tell me where these actions are occurring that would warrant unaliving people in the country, spending hundreds of billions of dollars, and having some of our people being unalive.
I mean, they're attacking our allies, right? Israel.
Oh my gosh. So we're doing it for Israel.
I mean, after Israel, where do you think they will go to?
Okay, so
You can't
now
be that naive, right?
your justification is we go to war with a country because they don't like Israel, and maybe if they don't like Israel, they'll go to us next.
They don't like anything that's not Islam, not Muslim. Yeah.
So
And,
so you bomb the country then, and unalive people because they have different views. That's what you want.
No, are you listening to what I'm saying? Because they have. Did I say they have different views? They want us to be unalive.
You did.
No,
They're
I'm saying
now,
they want.
okay, they're asking to be unalive now. This is what we're now going to.
No. You got it wrong. They want to unalive us. That's my point.
Okay, so what actions insinuate that? Tell me what they have done to prove that. Because surely we want to go to war with the country because they say words. Thank you, New School.
So they're attacking our allies, right?
When?
Israel
Where? When?
Through Hamas.
So you're telling me once again we're doing this all for Israel.
Israel is our ally, so
So we go to war for them, and we also give them a lot of money, a shitload of money. They can get free healthcare, but we don't. We're doing this for Israel.
You could say that, but after Israel,
I could say that because that's what you're saying. That's what you were saying.
If after Israel is us, then you could say we are doing this for ourselves too.
How are we doing this for ourselves? What about America is getting better? How are we protecting ourselves? What's going on here? We're spending a lot of money that could be used for Americans.
So let's say if they destroy Israel, and they come for us next. So
you're doing a lot of what ifs. Our own intelligence said they had nuclear capabilities. So how the hell would they reach Israel, let alone us? How would that happen?
You're saying, what do you say? Our intelligence have what?
Our own intelligence said that they didn't have any nuclear weapons, and they specifically said that. So, with that being
I
said,
didn't say they have any nuclear weapons.
Right. So then why would we go to war with them?
You're preventing the crazies from getting the nuclear weapons.
How do you know they were going to get them? And again, with that logic, why don't you do that to other countries that have different views than us? Why don't we bomb North Korea? What about North Korea? What about North Korea? Why don't we bomb them? They have different views than us. Let's just bomb people that have different views. That sounds cool. You have a different view. I mean, you like pineapple on pizza? I'm gonna bomb you.
You know you're not comparing apples and apples, right?
I'm comparing a pineapple on pizza.
Exactly.
So once again, you're saying that we're going to war with them because they have different views.
North Korea already has nuclear weapons, right? So
just let them be then. So just let them be.
You're not preventing it. You know, you could do
preventing what?
Yep. You just don't get it,
yeah? I don't think you get it. Guys, 105,000 likes we can get to you guys. I don't think you get it. You're not speaking very confidently here now, are you?
I mean, they are for your followers, so
don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
Not worry about them.
You're just talking to me.
You're using you're talking about other countries. Why don't we attack other countries? Is that a question?
Yes. Why not?
The answer is simple, right? The other countries don't want us date.
You're telling us North Korea doesn't like it, or you're telling us North Korea likes us?
North Korea. If we don't touch North Korea not going to touch us.
Okay, so then why would we do that with Iran?
Because Iran chants death to America.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going in circles here. Tell me what actions they're doing that justifies that justifies unaliving people, bombing their country, ruining whatever shit that they have in their country, and spending a lot of money. Tell me what justifies that.
So what justifies what?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm done. Goodbye. I was about to have an aneurysm right there. I had to drop. I don't know why I do this myself. I hope everybody's having a good day, though. A good Tuesday. It still feels weird. I was on vacation. For anybody who doesn't know, I was on vacation in Seattle area, for like 10 days. And the weather was so much better than here in Florida. I miss it. It was rough getting out of the airplane here. Humidity just smacked me in the face. J-Ro, what's up?
Nothing, but a conversation isn't just one person asking questions, right?
I agree. I just need to know your age first, and then we can have a conversation.
But that's all you do. I just wanted to say that.
That's fine.
Not a conversation
how old are you?
with you.
How
39.
old are you? Okay, great.
39.
Okay, cool. So do you support Trump?
I do. Here we go. Wow. Let's count how many questions we're going to do.
Okay, so why do you support him? Question 1.
Because I thought he did a great job the first time, so I wanted him to do it again.
Okay, so what is he doing now that is...
There we go. See what I mean, dude? You don't let anybody ask you a question. I just want to say, all the MAGA, if we block these dumb lives, they're not going to be cloud chasers anymore.
J-Ro, just because you can't answer a question, it doesn't mean you're going to project it upon me.
Block these lives.
J-Ro.
Block these lives.
This is absolutely pathetic that you guys can answer questions. So she can't answer a basic question of why she supports the person she voted for, and she wants to project that upon me? Because I'm a bad person for asking a question. How dare I ask her why she supports him, which is the whole fucking point of the live here. Daniel, why don't you come on up? You're very chatty in the box. Why didn't you come up, Daniel? In fact, Daniel, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to yep, Daniel's muted, thank you. Daniel, you can come on up. You can speak because you're very chatty in the box or in the chat. You can come on up and say whatever. You just have to request, Daniel. All right? Until then, you're muted. So, sorry, buddy. Let's get to the next one here. Hey, what's up, Hector? How you doing, man? Vic, how you doing? Vic, how are you doing? Vic, and Vic. Goodbye. I think you may have been friendly. Remember, guys, we are just looking for opposition, please. If you voted for Trump, please hit the request button. I think we spoke to this guy before. He looks familiar. Thank you, guys. If you guys can all send in a heart me, that'd be great. Hey, John, what's up?
Hey, what's up, mate? You got me back?
Oh, shit, you're the same person. Sorry, guys, I don't remember who I speak to. Shit. You're the one who couldn't answer a question. You're the one who couldn't answer a fucking question, dude.
Why don't you answer my question?
Sorry, guys. I have very, very short-term memory. As you guys, for the people that follow me know, I forget guys really fucking quick. I remembered him as soon as he came up. I just didn't remember the name. Please forgive me. All right, let's try to invite people on up if we can, please, because I don't think we have anybody else in the request box. All right, guys. Keep tapping and sharing again if you're on the tube. If you're enjoying the live, make sure you subscribe, like the live. I have the super chat goal there in the tube. You guys want to help with that? Also in TikTok, I have my pay links in the bio. It is never needed or necessary or expected. Obviously, I do appreciate it, though. He's too busy building ballrooms. Yeah, that seems to be his main focus. Do you have any idea how prices are set in this country? I do, Steve. I do. So I would ask why Trump said he would lower them, knowing that presidents can't do that. That would be my question for you that you're not going to answer. Thank you, Hector. Thank you. Yeah, guys, if you want to help reach a gift goal, that would be great. I think it's just the Chili's, if I'm not mistaken. Well, is it? Yeah, it's the Chili's. If you guys can help with that. Paul, what's up? Goodbye, Paul. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Alrighty. All right, we don't have anybody else in a request box, so we will wait for somebody to come on up. But in the meantime, well, now we do have somebody. All right, let's go here. Whoa, how you doing? Thank you.
Doing
What's up,
well,
Whoa?
Man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you asking. How old are you?
45.
Okay, cool. And did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, and why do you still support him?
I think that he just has done a better job.
Than who?
He's more in tune to the people, I think.
Okay, what do you mean he's doing a better job? Better than who?
I guess a better job than the previous president.
Okay, what is he doing better at?
He's just trying to kind of put everybody into like a standard of like, hey, you can't have nuclear weapons, so you need to get rid of them or we're going to come over there.
Can you stop tapping your phone? Can you stop tapping your phone, please? That's really loud. All right, so he set a standard of not having nuclear weapons. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm saying he told Iran they couldn't have them, and they did anyway. So he said he was going to come over there and get them.
Thank you. Okay, let's address.
He did what he said he was going to do.
Were you tapping on your phone, or were you cutting up lines?
What?
Okay, that's my
I
answer.
know
Cool.
what you're talking about.
All right, that answered that. I appreciate it. All right, so tell me. You answered the question. That's all I need to know. Jesus.
Okay.
All righty. Yeah, no, have fun with it. That's cool.
Yes.
Cool. So tell me where Iran had nuclear weapons.
It's just the government. His intelligence force told him that he did.
No, our own intelligence actually said the opposite.
Anything?
Tulsi Gabbard actually said that they didn't have any nuclear weapons. And that's a quote.
But at the same time, I mean, I think I support.
No, but you said our own intelligence
for different reasons.
But you said our intelligence said they have nuclear weapons. They didn't. They said the opposite. So why would we go to war?
I thought the military said that they had signs of them mining that mineral that.
No. I can pull this up specifically. Tulsi Gabbard specifically said it was out of intelligence said that they did not have any nuclear weapons.
Well, it's probably confidential. They wouldn't want you to know that.
You're telling us the citizens of the United States shouldn't know if another country has nuclear weapons and for us to go to war with them, that we shouldn't know about that?
Well, I mean, even under the last presidency, there was we were giving people weapons to fight with.
Why can you guys not answer questions? Why is this so difficult?
Well, you asked me why I support Trump. I'm telling you, and you keep interrupting me.
No, you said you support him because he sets the standard of not having nuclear weapons, which is a weird thing to say.
I wasn't done.
But hold on, we have to have a conversation. So with that being said, you said they have nuclear weapons, but you're not providing evidence. Again, Tulsi Gabbard here in March of 2025, right? That's when she said that they were not actively, that way they were not, no, they didn't. If they did, show me a quote.
Yeah, they did. Iran said they weren't going to get rid of them.
Show me a quote that they said they have nuclear weapons.
Hold on, let me Google it.
All right, it's going to take you a while. Go ahead. In the meantime, while he's trying to do that, guys, keep tapping and sharing.
Labo Cabo fucking said that shit.
Yeah, okay. Right? Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
But anyway,
make sure you guys send in the Hartman and Tablock. Nope.
Who do you vote for?
Nope. I want you to show. Nope. I want you to provide evidence showing that Iran said they have nuclear weapons. That's what you're going to do right now. They always do this, guys. When I ask them to provide evidence, they start trying to ask me questions.
Attack Iran too.
It's a sure sign that they don't know what they're talking about.
Harris was going to attack them too.
Give me a quote of Iran saying that, please. Give me a quote of Iran saying that, please.
Well, it wasn't Iran. It was a leader of Iran.
Okay. Who and when?
You want to get all specific.
Okay. Who of Iran? What leader of Iran said that? Thank you, Mr.
One of the many.
Okay. Name them. Name the one that said it.
I can't pronounce it. It's in some weird dialect thing.
Okay, so some guy that you can't pronounce his name said they have nuclear weapons. This is what you're leaning on?
Well, you can't say they didn't.
Yeah, the burden of proof is on you. So where's the evidence that yes, it is?
I'm not the one
that's
on TikTok about it.
That's all like basic like logic and philosophy works. Like the burden of proof would fall upon you to make the positive claim. It's not up to me to disprove it. So show it.
It's because you can't say that gas and groceries is
we are not going to pivot to that.
Now.
We will not pivot to that. I need you to show where Iran said. Whoa! I need you to show that
prompt.
Whoa! You have two options here.
It's your prompt.
You have two options. You either say that you don't have it and we can move on, or provide the evidence.
I can't find it at this time.
Okay, great. So you have no evidence that they have nuclear weapons. Perfect. So we just went to war with them for no reason. Okay.
Well, also, if they're blocking the Strait of Hormuz, why wouldn't we go and say, hey, stop doing that?
They weren't. They only did it because we attacked them. Jesus Christ.
But what gives them the right to block it?
They weren't until we attacked them. I would do the same thing if I were them. They weren't until we attacked them for like the third fucking time.
I know that, but I'm saying, why would they block it?
Because we attacked them for the fourth time.
But okay, so all the other countries have to suffer too?
Maybe we shouldn't attack
the bully of the Strait of Hormuz.
And guys, 130,000 likes we can get to. Maybe we shouldn't attack a country for no reason. That's a thought.
Well, that's like, yeah, I agree. You're right.
All right, so then this is a war that is causing us harm.
Yeah, but I guess the other thing that I guess my issue with everything is, and this is being just very, I'm just trying to be honest with you.
I appreciate honesty.
Is that the people, the people, we can't control what happens. We can complain and
you can vote for somebody,
disagree.
Yeah, but you can vote for somebody that doesn't put us in another useless war.
Either person you vote for doesn't go to bed wondering, hey, I wonder how Doug's doing tonight.
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Whoa, but that's not an excuse to then vote for somebody like this and support somebody like this. I understand everybody lies. We get it. We get everybody lies, okay? That's not an excuse for what Trump is doing.
But I'm saying, what are we going to do about it?
Maybe you should criticize the guy that you voted for, because if enough people speak out that voted for him, that criticize him, maybe something will be done. But until then, you guys just continuously fall in line because you're incapable of criticizing him. And vote differently next time as well. All right.
Well, I'm saying Trump can't run again. So, I mean, you just got to deal with it another couple of years, and then you got to deal with the next one.
Okay. Do you truly think that Trump is just going to leave peacefully? If he was, if the world, but he didn't do it last time. He only did it because of Mike Pence. That was the only reason. Other than that, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I disagree with a lot of the things he does.
But why would Trump do it differently, though, this time? He tried staying in office last time. He tried.
Well, you were asking me why I voted for him. I mean, it's kind of why everybody votes for anybody. They make a bunch of promises. They fall through on half of them. And, I mean, it's hard to pick red or blue anymore. It's just a bunch of money. No, it's actually people
pretty easy option if you ask me. You have one, right? Okay. You have one, right, that clearly is going to war with the country that we don't need to go through, that constantly adds to the debt, increases the deficit. You have one that seems to want to attack marginalized groups over and over again. I don't see Democrats doing that. Could Democrats be better? For sure. But
wait.
Are they doing that?
Hey, let me
what
ask
about
you a
Biden?
question.
What about Biden, right? Is that going to be it?
Can I ask you something real quick?
What do you have for me?
Don't laugh at me, but who was the guy that was running for vice president for Kamala? What was his name? I'm just asking.
Why are you asking us? Why are you asking us?
Well, I'm just saying he was corrupt as fuck, and y'all wanted to vote him in. They've already got all kinds of junk on him for misallocating funds.
Whoa! Whatever it is that you're doing right doesn't excuse.
You said a Democrat won't do that, but
whatever you're doing right now is not going to excuse any of these things. Okay. You can't say, what about this person?
Y'all
what about
are
this
so
person?
focused on one person.
Because he's the
you're
president.
Saying you would have voted the other way.
He is the president.
But you voted the other way. You voted for somebody that did that.
No. So listen, I want you to try to explain why you support Trump.
You rob people.
Whoa. You're not going to get out of this. You guys are really pathetic with this. Tell me what Trump is doing that's beneficial. Tell me what Trump is doing that's beneficial.
No tax on overtime.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the no tax on overtime. Explain it to me.
Hey, I'll take it.
No, tell me about it. Explain it.
What's wrong with that?
Explain it.
It's they don't tax the overtime portion of it.
Okay.
Like the time and a half, they don't tax the half.
Explain the provisions of it.
See how that works?
Explain the Explain the provisions.
You make overtime, you don't get taxed on the overtime part of it.
Oh my God, dude! This is really bad. Can you explain any of the provisions behind it?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean. What do I mean? It's a basic question.
You asked me to explain it to you. I said they don't tax you on the overtime portion of it.
Oh my God. Can you explain it more in depth, please?
How much more in depth do you mean? No tax on overtime?
Because there's more to it, and I want to make sure you have good understanding. Serena, thank you for the $2 on the blue up that starts with a V. It says it took Hitler less than 2 years from when he was appointed chancellor to consolidate power and become a dictator, and look what happened to Germany as a result. That is a very, very good point. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate it. Are you going to be able? Are you in a car? What's going on here?
Yeah, it's right.
Good. I get on here. Thank you again, Serena. I appreciate you. I don't know how anybody thinks that Trump is just going to try to leave peacefully. We already saw that he didn't do it last time. Why the fuck would he do it this time? When he had a hell of a lot more time to fucking plan for it. He tried his goddamn hardest to stay in power last time. And again, it only took one person to stop it, who Vance said that he would have done the opposite. So who the fuck knows where we'd be today otherwise? I have no idea why anybody supports that. It's just wild to me. That should have been a deal breaker for anybody. And I think it goes to show that all these people who say they love the Constitution, they love America, it was all bullshit. That's all it was. It was all bullshit. They just wanted a guy that they like, that says things that they like, just to be in power forever. That's what they all truly wanted. Nemo thinks he'll leave. I mean, listen, we'll see. I don't know. But to act like it's just going to be a normal thing like how it was with every president, no. There's going to be some fucking goofy shit with it. He's obviously going to claim election fraud. It's going to be the whole thing all over again. But probably worse, to be honest. Because he's already planning it. They are already planning it for midterms. They're already setting the tone that it's going to be rigged because they know they're going to lose badly. right? So their only excuse is, because typically what a side should do if they lose in the midterms or whatever is say like, hey, we need to like build upon our policies, make our policies better, and make them, so people want to vote for us, right? But they can't do that because they have shit policies. They don't have any policies. So instead, what they're going to do is just say, hey, it was rigged. That's why they won. That's going to be their whole fucking thing. You'll see. It's going to happen. They're already starting it. Vance will win and then pass it back to Trump. Yeah, that's not how things work. And I hate to break it to you, Trump has a horrible approval rating right now. We can pull it up. He has an absolute horrible approval rating. Let's see what it is currently. Okay, so currently, and this is not a singular poll for anybody in the chat that's going to say, what poll are you using? It's not a singular poll. This is aggregate polling. He is down 18.4 points, negative 18.4, meaning his approval rating is 18.4 points less than his disapproval. His approval is roughly 39.3, disapproval 57.7, which is really, really bad. That's almost what his approval rating was at the end of the first term when he lost. So, and Vance is even more unpopular. Like, what makes you guys think Vance is going to win? He has, like, the charisma of a cracker. Not happening. Zero. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing. I hope everybody's having a really good day so far. If you are enjoying the live and you want to continue watching in the future, click the follow button on the top left of TikTok. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe. I have the super chat goal in the tube. Never needed, but appreciated. And if you're in TikTok, I have the pay links. What's up, man? How you doing? Did you meet a request?
Doug.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. I don't want to hold up your live. I want to make a really quick comment.
Sure.
That's actually going to... I'm going to kind of defend J.D. Vance a little bit, which is wild.
Let's hear it.
In part, I think the reason why he's even more unpopular to a certain degree is because he's low-key sneak dissing on the administration. For example, recently he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he owned up to the Trump administration's failure on the release of the Epstein files. He's like, yep, I think we did a terrible job. We should have released it all much sooner. Yeah. And then his excuses for the administration are even worse, specifically when it came to the victims' names being released and unredacted versus the actual perpetrators. He tried to say that the reason why some of those victims' names were released is because they were also the perpetrators. And I could not believe my ears when he said that. I was like, you gotta be freaking joking.
No,
like,
you are
on
right.
One hand, he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
on the other, he's messed it up.
Yeah, no, you are right. He is trying to like do that like low key, right? Where he's like still supporting them, but trying to throw at things because when he runs, he wants to say like, hey, I disagree with this, I disagree with that. I don't think it's going to work. I think a lot of people are seeing through it. And again, I just don't think he's a popular guy. But yeah, that is absolutely what he's trying to do. But when it comes to the e-files, like, yeah, he said that. But on the other hand, like, if you said you made a mistake, why don't you fix it right now? Like, that's how you own up a mistake, right?
Exactly. He's only making himself look worse, trying to do this low-key thing of, yeah, we had some failures. Come 2028 when I run, I'm going to do better. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still think
make sure you're supporting Doug. He has links in the file.
Oh, there you go. Go.
I was doing a piece.
No, good.
No, I was just going to say, please make sure you're sharing out the live, send your daily heartbeats, support Doug and all the fantastic things that he's doing here. Also, please don't complain about a question and answer live when you request it up when the prompt was a question. That was ridiculous.
I was apparently the bad person because I was asking questions on a live where we do debates and we ask questions. I guess I can't do that apparently, but I appreciate you, Hector. Make sure you guys give him a follow, okay? I don't know when you go live. Do you have a set time?
Typically I go live between 3 and 6 p.m. Not today though, tomorrow. But yeah, you can drop me down, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, cool. Sounds good, Hector. Take care. Again, make sure you guys give him a follow, guys. Great laughs. All right, let's try to get to another guest. Again, we are just looking for opposition. Remember, opposition is anybody that did vote for Trump. And yes, as Hector said, don't complain when I ask you questions. It's kind of part of the deal here. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Paige, I still see what you posted. Thank you. I still see what you posted. I don't know if Paige, you're in here in Discord of that previous guest that had like balding hair. When was this? A few hours ago. And like my screen is still pulled up on that. So every time I look over, I just see a guy with balding hair. If you're in my Discord, you know what I'm talking about. If you guys want to join Discord, the link is in my bio. And yes, that was from yesterday's guest. Oh shit. Whatever. That's what I see right now. Why is that the last thing here? You guys should be chatting in the live chat more. But yes, that is the last thing I see, and that's still on my screen. You guys know I'm really like not good with technology. I'm really behind the mark on things. Please don't criticize me. This is why I need mods, because I can't do anything. I'm like incapable of doing anything when it comes to technology. Hair growth and hate definitely have a correlation. I mean, I get it. Listen, I'd be a little hateful if I had a huge receding hairline. I'm trying to fight it. I am. My dad's bald. My older brother's bald. I'm using everything I can to keep it. Using like 3 different damn medications. But hey, it's working. I think. Not MAGA, but Republican. You can come on up, Loyal. I think we spoke before. I recognize your name. I only recognize your name because I'm a huge Sopranos fan. So when I see your name, it rings a bell. Huge Sopranos fan. I'm rewatching it for like the 5th time right now. 6th time maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate you. This is my little fidget thing. If you guys notice, I like this is a little fidget thing. I got it off the TikTok shop. Shout out to the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop around here. But I got this little fidget spinner. It's so fun. I love playing with it. I got a bunch of different ones. I have this one, the Infinity Cube. I got this thing right here. You can click it. It has these little spikes on it. I don't know. If you guys can see, I get very fidgety. It is absolutely gender affirming here. 100%. I got to keep my hair. I'm on TRT. I'm on a bunch of things just to affirm my masculinity of what I have of it. We're energy independent thanks to Trump. Yeah, so come on up. Go ahead and explain that to me. Tell me what you mean by energy independent. I'm going to invite you on up. You have a fidget habit too. Yeah, I have it a lot when I do live streams because I have to do something with my hands when I'm talking. And I'm also a personal trainer, so when I train people at the gym, I have to have like a pen in my hand, like a clicky pen. I don't know, I have to have something. All right, let's bring this guest up. Take your vitamins, guys. Take your medications. Asian, what's up? Asian, how you doing? Going once. You're on mute. I don't know if you're trying to speak. Hello.
Do you math debate your pool C?
Kids, please don't talk to adults. You have 5 fidgets? That's good. That's good. And that was probably like an 8-year-old or something. I don't know. That was kind of funny, though. I'm not going to lie. That was actually pretty funny. You know, good thing this wasn't around when I was a kid, because I probably would have done stupid stuff like that. If I'm being honest, I almost certainly would have done stupid stuff like that. So, like, I guess I can't blame them, but you know. Yeah, I'm really happy. Like, a lot of technology wasn't around to the degree that it is now when I was younger. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble with stupid shit, for sure. If you guys are enjoying the live, make sure you tap and share. Send in the heart me at the top left. I hope everybody's having a really good day so far. I can be live for another like hour and a half or so. My next client at the gym starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I have about an hour and a half. I live right next to the gym. So an hour and a half, I should be good. And then I got clients for like the rest of the night, so I won't be able to go live again. But if you guys are just joining, I don't have a set time in which I go live, but like lately it seems to be consistently around noon-ish Eastern time. So if you want to look out for me, it's going to be around that time. It just won't always be, but I'll try my best. As you guys know, I cannot commit, so I can't commit to a specific time. And then we have the great Erica coming up. Now the live is complete. What's up, Erica?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Do you want to see where I am?
Yes.
Hang on.
Yes,
Right.
guys, join Discord to get a pre-warning. Yes, I tried to give a half-hour update, but no. Ooh.
I'm watching the sunset.
Oh shit! Let's make this bigger. I
Across
want
the
to see it. I want to see
ocean.
it. That looks. The sun looks fuzzy. I assume it's
the
your camera,
dog.
but oh god, that's so nice. I'm actually very jealous. How's the weather?
If it's in clouds.
Oh yeah, okay. How's the weather there?
It's
Good?
a little bit. It's not super warm right now, but it's warm enough.
What
Just had
like,
fish and chips.
What's the
So-
temperature? Like, what's the temperature Celsius? I want to try to do the math.
19 degrees Celsius right now.
Okay, so let's see. That would be like. That's going to be like 67 degrees or so?
Guess maybe
67, 66. Somebody do
Yeah.
the math. 19 Celsius. Yeah, it's like mid upper 60s.
But it is 8:30 p.m. nearly, so
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
yeah.
Um,
So there's a lighthouse up there, and we're just chilling. My mum and my aunt
good.
are sitting on a bench that way.
6, 7, yes. Yeah, that's how much longer are you going to be there for before you go back home?
Thursday I come home,
Okay, got 2 more days on. That's
so
good.
just a short break.
No, that's nice though. You deserve it. You absolutely do. That's great. Yeah, I had a good
It
vacation
would be
myself.
better if I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it would be better if I hadn't spent probably 90% of my time waiting for elderly people.
Don't drive me crazy.
You
I get
name
very
it,
impatient.
I've waited for
I get very
I've
impatient.
waited for
Drives me
elderly
crazy.
people outside public toilets, not random elderly people.
Yeah, no, I know.
My mum and my aunt. I've waited for them because it's always, oh, you go and get the car, and we'll by the time you get there, we'll be to the exit. Spoiler alert. That's not true. They never are to the exit by the time I get there. Can you hear that fucking loud seagull?
Well, that's funny. Yeah, when I was on vacation, I was with my stepmom and dad. I don't know if I'd call them elderly yet. And Dad, if you're watching, you're not elderly. But he is, gosh, how old is he? He was born in 1953. So yeah, you'd be, shit, what is that? Why can't I do the math right now?
In the 70s.
72? Yeah,
70?
72. 72, he's going to be
Oh, yeah,
73 in
so
December.
my,
yeah. Gosh, he's that old?
So my mum and my aunt are twins, and they will be 82 in September.
Do they act 82?
And they both walk with a stick. And neither of them's very steady on their feet, but my aunt is way worse than my mum. Like way
really?
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Dread, I guess being 72 makes him elderly. Although I still don't see my dad as like an elderly guy. He still works full time. He still seems to be himself. So I don't view him as elderly, but you know. Anyways, guys, we are still looking for opposition. So if you vote for Trump, please hit the request button at the bottom of the screen on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, you can call on in. The phone number is on screen. Yeah, but no, when I was on vacation, I was in Seattle and the west coast of Washington. So my stepmom and dad were in the front of the car. They would bicker a lot. They bickered quite a bit. So it was a little entertaining. But yeah, they had to go to the bathroom so many times. So many times they had to go to the bathroom.
GB News last. My aunt was watching. My aunt was watching GB News last night, and we had an argument because I told her I didn't want it on, and then she had an argument with me and my mum about whether Keir Starmer was the worst prime minister we'd ever had. Like, you'd think I'd get off TikTok and not have to talk about this stuff anymore, but apparently no.
Yeah, I know. You still have to do it, right? I try my best to not, like, when I get off this, like, I sort of want to be able to relax and, like, do my own thing. So, like, I try my best not to talk about it because it just can get overwhelming. I do it enough here. But like, yeah, sometimes like when I'm with my dad and stepmom, they watch these sometimes, so they'll start asking me questions about things, and I'm fine having a conversation, but sometimes I just want to take a breather, like sometimes I just don't want to talk about it. It's like, it's just overwhelming, so I don't know.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go. I may be back before you're off.
Okay, sounds good. Well, good seeing you, Erica. Hope you have a good time there, okay?
So I might see you later.
All right, Erica, take care. Make sure you guys give her a follow, okay? She's usually on here as like a panelist, co-host, whatever you want to call her. So most of you guys probably already know her. But all right. My dad issues is his hearing and his peeing due to his heart medications. Yeah, I get that. No, but I don't really view my dad as elderly. Yeah, I guess he's in his lower 70s, but yeah, I mean he's a doctor. He works full time still. He has no plans on retiring anytime soon. He loves what he does, so he doesn't really seem any different to me than when I was a kid. But I'm probably biased in that. What's going on with the Senate hearings or whatever's going on in the news? Yeah, hey guys, if you're watching on TikTok, if you can do me a favor and just subscribe to me on the tube, even if you don't watch it, like it would just be nice to have you guys subscribe. It's the same name as I have here. It's Dougielifts. Pete Exis is asking for more money. Oh boy. But guys, Republicans are really good with the budget, right? Aren't they amazing with the budget? They seem to talk about it all the time when a Democrat is president. They love to talk about the debt. They love to talk about how they're fiscally conservative, but when they're in power, they don't seem to do that so much now, do they? Frustrating stuff, guys. Very frustrating. What's everyone having for dinner? I don't know yet. I never plan out my dinner. It's always usually very much on the spot. Very much. Like yesterday, I had Burger King for dinner. What did I have? A Swiss bacon chicken sandwich or something? It was really good. Yeah, Nurse, I just don't know specifically what you're talking about. But yeah, guys, when I was on vacation for 10 days, I only got back 2 days ago. I really did take a break from like not really watching anything politics wise. So I did sort of tune out for like 10 days, if I'm going to be honest. I needed to. I know some people don't have the freedom to do it. I do get it, but I had to take a mental break. White chicken chili. I think he's purposely trying to destroy America. It's hard to say if he's trying to purposely do it or not. I think he's just doing it to benefit himself, whether it does or doesn't destroy America. Like, he's clearly trying to enrich himself, obviously. Even a lot of Trump supporters are starting to recognize that. Like, for example, my little brother voted for Trump. He doesn't support him now. He's like, yeah, he went back on every one of his promises. I'm like, why did you think he was going to do that to begin with? But hey, I'll take the lack of support now, I guess. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I don't even support him. He claims to be a libertarian, my little brother, but I think all young men at some point go through that phase of thinking they're libertarian. I think it's just like part of the phase of being a guy and growing up thinking you're libertarian at some point. What's my name on the tube? It's Dougielifts. Same thing as here. Liberals defended Biden's high prices and conservatives defended Trump's. Yeah, I think you're trying to do the both sides thing right there. I don't know what you mean by defending, right? Like, prices were high, for sure. Inflation was high. What people on the right were saying is that Biden did something to make that happen. That's what people were saying, right? And they've never been able to explain it, right? But here's the thing. Anybody who would have been president after COVID would have dealt with high gas prices, would have dealt with high inflation. That was just the nature of post-COVID. It happened worldwide, okay? Wouldn't have been any different if Trump was president. Probably would have been worse, so, right? In time, though, I do firmly believe this. People will look at Biden definitely a lot better than people did currently. I believe so. Right? Like, we absolutely recovered better than pretty much any other developed country from COVID. So, yeah, were things tough? Sure, but I think we recovered pretty well from it. Your husband's first vote was Ralph Nader. Oh, boy. Is America debt and interest getting better? No. The debt has been going up for a long, long time, guys. A long, long time. And let's remember, because sometimes people confuse it too, there's a difference between the deficit and debt, right? Like, the debt is, let's just use like basic things, for example. Let's say you make $50,000 in a year and you spend $60,000, right? You're $10,000 in debt, okay? The deficit also is there 10,000. However, next year you make 50,000, but you spend 70,000. So now the debt is 30,000, right? But the deficit went up to 20. So the deficit is just the difference between it, whereas the debt is what you're adding on to it. Hopefully that makes sense.
Douglas.
Hey, user, how you doing?
Are you over 18 for TikTok purposes?
Yeah, how old are you?
Are you over 18 for TikTok purposes?
Yep, how old are you? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 29, but I need to know if you're over 18
cool.
for TikTok
Sounds
purposes.
good. All right, so did you vote for Trump?
Hold on a second. Are you over 18
Did you
for
vote
TikTok
for Trump?
purposes?
I'm not doing this. Did you vote for Trump? Yes or no?
You're getting very irritated, young man.
Goodbye. I don't know what makes them think that they can do this shit. Like, it's a little ridiculous. Like, do you really think that I was going to go along with that? Yes, guys, apparently. I look like I'm not above 18. Is that a compliment? I don't know. Probably not. I did say yes. This is true. And yes, Mike, you do have to verify yourself your age before you even can live stream. Somebody who's not 18 literally wouldn't be able to live stream. At least funny 29. All right. I am in Florida. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2008.
2008. All right, sounds good. And do you support Trump?
No.
Okay. What prompted you to come up?
I don't really know. Is this like only a non-Trump supporter live, or is it one of those?
Yeah, it's a debate thing. Was there anything you wanted to specifically say?
No.
Okay, goodbye. Guys, I don't like. This is for debates, all right? I don't like. This is like a conversation. I'm sorry. If you want to converse with me, like, I don't know, try another way, I suppose, but not here on this live. VA here, Elisha, love watching. Thank you, Pammy. That means a lot. I appreciate you. I actually just went to the VA yesterday. I had to go. But yeah, guys, as I said, I am very grateful to have insurance through the VA, health insurance. Like, it is really, really helpful. It allows me to be able to do this, honestly. And, you know, obviously I'm a trainer as well, but I don't get insurance through that job. I literally wouldn't be able to do this if I did not have insurance through the VA. Because I would have to have a job in which would give me health insurance. So, yeah, no, I'm very, very grateful that I have it. This is correct. He does not control gas or grocery prices, hence why he shouldn't have said that he would lower them on day one. You won't have it soon? Oh, I'm sorry. That's rough. That's got to be really stressful. You know what it's like for women dealing with these bozo guys to a degree. Okay, healthcare. I'm sorry. You know what I meant. You guys knew what I meant. Trump has fixed jobs. Lowest unemployment ever? Okay, cool. I want you to pull up the stats. Lowest unemployment ever, guys. Which is not true. I don't know why you guys just like make shit up. The current unemployment is 4.2. That is not the lowest ever. The lowest ever was 3.4 in April of 2023. Who was president in 2023? I'll let you guys figure that out. All right, guys, you know what I meant with the VA and the insurance. You guys knew what I meant. They do just pull shit out there because they think, because people will just believe it. People on the right will just believe it. They'll just take it as is because it fits their bias, right? When it takes like 4 seconds to Google unemployment rate over time, that's all you have to type in. And then you can go to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. You can see what the unemployment rate is. It's really that simple. Well, Truth Seeker, you're already wrong about that one thing. So what do you mean by fixed jobs? What does that mean? I honestly do not know what that means. Pandemic unemployment didn't last long. What was it, 24? Well, yeah, I mean, it shot up. It shot up initially during COVID, right? Like May of 2020, it got to 13.2, 14.8, I'm sorry. Maybe higher. 14.8, I think, close to 15, yeah, close to 15 in May of 2020, and then it of course went back down. So, True Seeker, yeah, quite the conundrum. Oh, you're a Marine vet, right on. I was in the chair force, so. Thanks to Trump, we also have the highest stock market ever. Well, True Seeker, once again, can you name me a president or a time in which the stock market didn't go up? Give me a recent president where that didn't happen. Like, that's a ridiculous thing to rely on. And I would say that to any Democrat, by the way, who would say that when Biden was president. Because under Biden, we had the highest stock market ever at that point. And I would have said the same thing, like, hey, it grows under every president. That's not a thing that a president is controlling. I mean, if that makes you feel better, go ahead, but it's really not going to help your argument. Okay. All right, True Seeker. You're not really living up to your name now, are you? Yes, guys. Your 401k, again, the stock market always reaches all-time highs. There has not been a president in recent times in which that has not happened. Okay? So again, if you want to assign that to Trump to make yourself feel better, you can do that, right? But I think you know you're lying to yourself by associating that with him. Stock market crash, I wouldn't be saying that. Well, listen, if a president does something specifically to help with the stock market or lower it, then yeah, it's all situationally dependent. This is why you guys don't understand nuance at all. You guys have this binary thinking that like either something is or isn't, right? Like things are very nuanced. Okay, can presidents do things to help the stock market over time? Yes. Can they do things to hurt it over time? Yes. Okay, but even when that happens, these things are long term, right? You don't. A policy doesn't get implemented and then tomorrow the thing comes into effect. Policies on average, at the very least, take 6 months to take effect, but really closer to like a year, 2 years to take effect for any policy to take effect. So it's ridiculous when you guys try to associate something with an immediate action. Like on a macro level, like things take time. Now, see, Tom, again, you're doing the binary thinking once again. I'm more than happy to give credit to Trump if he does something good. I'm happy to. In fact, I've been asked this before in his first term, whether you want to associate directly with him or not. There were some things that, like, gosh, what is it? It was the add-on to the, it's the Mission Act. I can't think of it. Yeah, it was the Mission Act. That happened under his first term. That actually has helped me out, personally. What that allows is, like, 3 times in a year, if you're a veteran, you can go to non-VA, like hospitals or any healthcare place, and the VA will cover it. That has helped me. All right, so cool. That's great. Give him credit for that. Sure. Why not? Operation Warp Speed. Cool. Good thing, right? Although I know you guys don't like it because you guys hate vaccines. But yeah, see, I'm not incapable of giving somebody credit when credit is due, but he doesn't really often do things that deserves credit. So maybe do something good and I'll give him credit. Well, again, True Seeker, I'm just going to go ahead and mute you because you just keep making shit up. But you are welcome to come up, okay? I'm going to go ahead and invite you. You can come on up. Also, when it comes to crime, guys, crime over time has been going down. Crime is lower in this decade than it was in the last decade than it was in the previous decade. That is just a thing that happens over time, right? Like in the 70s, crime was significantly worse than it is now. Before anybody uses their anecdote of like, oh, I was able to go outside and be fine. We don't judge crime by your anecdote, okay? The reason why people think crime is higher now is because they see things on the news, right? So when you hear stories over and over again, you think, hey, this is happening a lot. But you have to go by the statistics, not by what the news shows you. Hopefully it should be obvious. But yes, crime has been trending down for sure. It's not like a new thing. All right. Well, again, if you are opposition, come on up, hit the request button. You guys think the crime in your city is way low? Okay. Well, again, crime in general has been going down. So if you want to be able to attribute that to something that he did, you got to tell me what he did to make crime in your city go down. Yeah, Tom, I'm happy to do that. I don't want to be that person that refuses to give somebody credit just because I don't like them. Overall, I think he's a horrible person. I think he's a horrible president. All right, that's how I view him overall. But again, there was those couple things in the first administration, whether it was directly him or not. Again, good things. There was also some, I forgot what it was called. There was some policy. What was the name? But it had something to do with animal cruelty. Let me pull it up. But that happened in his first term. Let me pull it up here. Oh, that one is also called the Pact. So that was in 2019. It was also bipartisan. It was preventing animal cruelty and torture, making specific forms of extreme animal abuse a federal felony. I think that's a good thing. I would hope everybody say that's a good thing. Again, whether you want to sign that to him or not, whatever. My point is, I'm not incapable of giving somebody credit if I don't like them. Hey, Erica.
I'm back.
No, I agree with you, Superman. Again, I'm not trying to say like, oh, he's good for. I agree. Any president would have signed that. All I'm trying to say is, hey, something good happened under presidency. Overall, I think he's horrible, though. I think he's absolutely done a net negative for America. Hey, Erica.
Oh, I'm tired. But I'm back.
I bet. Have you been like busy like the whole time on vacation? Like, has it been a relaxing vacation, or has it been like a one that you're busy the whole time?
Not necessarily busy the whole time, but also not relaxing because again, with two elderly people.
Yeah.
You know.
I get that.
So yeah.
Are you looking forward to going back home afterwards, or?
If I was on my own, I would probably be, or just with my mum. My mum's great, my aunt. I love her, but she's a pain in the dick.
I understand that. That's funny. Would be awesome if you guys get someone like Zoran Mandami. Yeah, I mean, listen, unfortunately he can't run for president, but somebody like him I think would be great. I think somebody who's very genuine, right, who can answer questions directly. I think people are hungry for that type of politics. Somebody who can like answer questions directly, be genuine, focus on the things that people care about. People want that. People are sort of sick of what we have today.
Super Cobra said Democrats are allowing Islam into our country. Guess what? You live in a country that has freedom of religion. Shouldn't matter what religion that is. People have freedom of religion.
Big John says that Mamdani made the whole police force Muslim. Where do you guys make this thing? Like, how do you make this stuff up? It's just insane. This is insane that you guys hear something and you just believe it.
Can you give us a source for like tens of thousands of NYC police officers being
They're all
out of a
Muslim.
job, please? I love this. Fuba Cobra says not when they beat their wives. Yeah, because there's no Christians that do that. You're right. None of them. But every Muslim does, obviously. Are you okay?
Oh, Jesus. Big John spends way too much time on Facebook. Gosh. Yeah, so I post a lot of my clips to Facebook, like the clips I post here. And those ones by far get the most views. But they're all like boomers who comment negatively on my post. And I'll take it. Hey, you're helping me get views. But they say the dumbest things on my post. And RJ, I see sometimes comment or reply to some of them. But yeah, they're awful. Oh, man. Yeah, no, RJ, I don't know like what it is. Like, I will literally post the same clip to Facebook as to Instagram, as to TikTok, as to YouTube. Like, TikTok, I'll get like 300 views, and then Facebook, same clip, I'll get like 9,000 views. It's wild. Yeah, like this one I posted a couple hours ago, 6.9 thousand. Here on TikTok, probably 504. I don't know. Who knows how the algorithm works? All religions are bad, but we still have the freedom. Yes, everybody has the freedom of religion, for sure. Yeah, I know, Julian. Sometimes I'll just like their comments. Like, they'll say, like, oh, this person referring to me says this, this, and that. I'll just like their comment sometimes. Sometimes I'll respond, but I don't really feel like getting into it every time.
I think what's fun is you should do what Trumpers do and just turn the comments off. As soon as you start getting comments, as soon as the comments start, like, you get more negative comments than positive. That's the point at which Trumpers turn the comments off.
I know. It's all fake news. You guys are rude. Anybody that says something he doesn't like, they're just rude and fake news. It's really funny. Yeah, I was on a big break though from TikTok. I think that's probably one of the long. Well, I don't think it was the longest, but yeah, there was like 9 or 10 days I didn't go live when I was on vacation. But it's good to be back. Oh, thank you for whoever sent me a friend request on Facebook. I won't say your name, but I appreciate it. You guys want to follow me on Facebook? Same name, Dougielifts. I am trying to sort of build that up, so if you can, I would appreciate it, even if you don't really use Facebook typically. Alrighty. How's Joan Collins? Just watch some young guy debate
That's
on
what
YouTube.
Mr. Goodbar calls me.
Mm.
Mr. Goodbar calls me Joan Collins.
Why?
I don't know how Joan Collins is today. Probably dead, I would imagine. But I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Yes, Amber, I agree. But I appreciate the follow if you do. But this was a good live though. We had a bunch of guests. It was pretty good. We got 78 new followers for this live. My goal always was to get 100 new followers for the live, but lately the ones have been slow. But yeah, if you've been watching and you want to give me a follow, I'd appreciate it. Erica, have you been on Matt's live lately? Or not so much since you've been on?
Friday. So we do every Friday together as long as neither of us is like on vacation or something. We do every Friday. But it's been very slow.
Has it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I do get that for sure. Yes, Meg, I appreciate it. If you guys can join Discord as well, the link is in my bio. If the link doesn't work for you, because sometimes it doesn't, you can put the link in the browser and it should work. If not, just shoot me a message. I'll give you a proper link.
I've been doing a lot of dog walking lives, and by that I don't mean talking to Trumpers. I mean walking my actual dog.
Literal dog walking.
we were on the beach yesterday.
Oh yeah, that must have been really nice.
Super. Gas prices in the US have always been very cheap in comparison to Europe. That's not something Donald Trump has done. That's always been the case.
Acting like that's a new thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been the case almost forever, as far as I know.
Yeah. Even when I was the first time I ever came to the United States was probably nearly 40 years ago. And 40 years ago, my dad couldn't believe how cheap gas was in the US compared to the UK. So I'm not in Cornwall, I'm in Norfolk. I'm on the East Coast.
But because the prices are so high, it gives more incentive to do other forms of transportation, though, right? Which I think can be a good thing overall. And people, I'm going to bring it back to fitness, but people often wonder why, like, on average, people are very overweight here compared to other countries. One of the reasons is we don't have a lot of walkable towns and cities. People drive everywhere in Europe. They have things are a lot more walkable, right? And because of the gas prices being high, it gives more of an incentive for that. So that is one of the reasons why that's the case.
And Andrew just said, you're not on any coast. You don't go here. Andrew, I live on a fucking island. I live on an island. An island has coasts. We also have a north coast and a south coast. We have more coasts than you have. That's such an ignorant comment. You don't go on any coast.
That's really funny. Hey, Coyotes, you are welcome to come on up. I invited you to come up. We can talk about that if you wish. By the way, I think his name was Andrew. It wasn't a W at the end, it was a Y.
It is Andrew.
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew just said, but of we are language. What?
Thank you, Meg. I appreciate you. Oh boy. Andrew thinks coast is a U.S. thing. People are so, like, American-centric. That's the word, right? American-centric? Is that the word? Term?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm like that to a degree as well, but, like, yeah, people think everything revolves around America and everything else is, like, based off of that, right? And like I get that because that's all you grew up and know about, but it would behoove you to learn more about other countries and realize that, hey, we're not the only one. Not
I
everything is
love
like
the
this.
way two people in the comments have just mentioned the phrase bottle of water. The way that I say bottle of water is correct because the word bottle and the word water both have T's in. The way Americans say bottle of water, however, bottle of water with D's in. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, Erica. Oop, sorry. I'm just bringing my backup account, guys. If you can, please give it a follow. All right, Woe wants to come back up. We don't have anybody, whatever. Sorry, guys. Don't hate me. Hi, Woe.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, what do you got, man?
Back to the minerals and stuff that they were buying out of Iran.
It's really difficult to hear you.
I
It's really difficult to hear you. Can you get closer to your phone or something?
Yeah, going back to Bertha, in Florida here, she's making some noise.
Who? What?
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, anyways.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
What I was going to tell you was, well, I wanted to tell you, you were telling me I didn't have evidence earlier.
Of what? I don't even remember what we talked about. Oh, is it a hurricane? All right, whatever. Evidence of what? What did we talk about?
You were talking about what evidence do I have of Iran having nuclear weapons?
Yes, do you have that evidence?
No.
Okay then. Alrighty.
But you don't have evidence that
they don't. You're about
Trump
to say that, right?
doesn't
That they don't
have intelligence that they do.
No, actually, Tulsi Gabbard in March of 2025 said that they do not have any nuclear capabilities.
Did Donald Trump tell you that? Then that's
his intelligence said so.
But no.
Yes.
What if
you want me to pull up the quote? Do you want me to pull it up? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to believe it? Are you going to believe it when I pull it up or what?
I'll believe that person says there's not. Or I'll believe that person. But you don't have a quote saying evidence Trump saying that.
Trump saying what?
That there's not nuclear bombs there.
Okay, Trump is not the intelligence. That's why you have an intelligence team, because they're the ones who do that, right? Our own intelligence said that they did it. If he goes against that, he's just doing that because that's him. He likes to just make up his own mind on things, right? But if you're going to say that, where's the evidence?
One person. You said one person.
No.
That's all.
She was the head. She was the head of
intelligence.
She was the head of intelligence.
She was.
Right. So
she's not. She can after she got fired. She was like.
She was.
Yeah.
Well, she was the head of intelligence at the time, and she wasn't the only person from the intelligence community saying that. There were multiple people from the intelligence community. Where do you think Donald Trump gets his intelligence?
From talking to world leaders.
No. He gets his because his intelligence community has to check out the intelligence that he's given by other countries, right?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Well, we don't know that. We're not there. The people don't ever really know.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I just want to let you know what you're suggesting. You're suggesting that another world leader, I don't know, let's say the president, Giorgia Meloni, the Prime Minister of Italy. Giorgia Meloni tells Donald Trump, hang on a minute, Donald Trump and Giorgia Meloni have a conversation. Giorgia Meloni says, oh, you better watch out for this. And Donald Trump just goes, cool, good to know. And then goes on TV and says whatever the thing is that the head of the other country has said. And he doesn't get it checked out. He just takes their word for it.
Right.
That's what you think happens?
Well, this Doug's saying that some woman says something in the
It's not some woman. She was the head of intelligence. It wasn't just
that's
some.
how it is.
It wasn't just some woman.
I mean, she didn't show me any evidence that they don't.
Are you naturally this stupid, or are you just pretending to be this stupid?
I don't understand what you mean, Doug.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I have a question. Whoa.
Yes.
Do you show intelligence that people don't have something, or do you show intelligence that people do have something?
That's a good point. Erica.
So which one is it?
Usually if you want something to be proven, you must show evidence.
Evidence that they do have it or don't have it?
If you're accusing them of not having it, you got to have evidence backing that up that they don't have it.
Right, and Donald Trump said that they do have it, correct?
Yes, they do have the minerals to do it.
So where's the evidence?
They're mining the minerals that make it suspicious that they're doing it.
What minerals would those be?
I can't remember the names, to be honest, but they are mining them.
So you don't know the names of the minerals, but you know they're mining them.
I mean, I'm not a scientist, chemist, but you can only go based off what you overhear or watch the news, and they say,
cool.
"Hey, Iran's been accused of mining this mineral."
Okay, can you show us the evidence that they're mining the minerals that you don't know the name of?
I would, but I can't go back and forth on my phone to the Google thing. I feel like you're going to drop me once I go to Google it.
Don't, just find the evidence. Just find the evidence. I won't drop you as long as you find it.
Right. Are you going to be on later, Doug?
I don't think so, but you can provide the evidence now if you want.
I friended you on TikTok here, so I mean, I like talking to you. I'm trying to be respectful, but I guess I'm a little confused, but I'm just more so, like I said earlier, I'm not really blue or red. I'm just really disappointed in anybody that runs. Everyone makes promises. Everyone breaks their promises. They might fulfill one or two, but that's just to get you to reel you in, talk about, choco chip ice cream.
Are you
stuff.
gonna vote in the midterms?
Can I ask you something, Doug? Seriously?
Yeah. Are you gonna vote in midterms?
Now, what does the midterm decide?
If I have to explain that to you, I'm not gonna have this conversation.
I just asked you if I could ask you that. Yeah, I have evidence of you saying that.
I'll answer the question for you if you like, Woe.
Thanks.
Okay, so the midterms are to re-elect all of the representatives and some of the senators. So this is your
I know
to do with your
state
state representation in Congress.
I got you. I thought you meant presidentially. I thought it might have something to do with it, but I know you like the governor and all that stuff. But see here, DeSantis, he's gone after this year, which is sad because he was really a good governor. But I mean, this is what happens.
Who's your governor?
Ron DeSantis. But this is his last time.
What made him a good governor, Woe?
Well, he was just there again. He did a lot of things I like, and he did a few things I didn't like. But overall, say, hey, no property tax. He's fighting for it. He's pushing it. It's like, he tries to, I guess, his best to make everyone happy.
Whoa, what does property tax fund?
Like firefighters and different organizations.
Like apart from firefighters, what
else? State or schools.
Schools. So how are you going to fund your schools without any property tax?
Well, our schools, I guess, are doing pretty good.
Hey, are you driving? Hold on, are you driving?
Yeah, I'm driving in this hurricane. I told you
my
that.
God, dude, come on, guys, come on. Like I it's like the don't ask, don't tell policy. First of all, don't make noises. If you are, I'm gonna have to drop you, and just don't tell me. If I don't know, then whatever. But yeah, why are you driving in a hurricane? So you're driving in a hurricane while on TikTok because that's fucking safe. Yeah, I didn't know about that hurricane. I guess it wasn't really affecting me, so that's why I didn't know about it. But
I'd suggest that any two of those three, just two of them at the same time is dangerous, let alone all three of them.
I did drive one time in like gosh, when was it? This was a couple years ago when some hurricane was sort of by here, and I had to get to my home really quickly, but the rain was coming down pretty hard. It was probably not safe, but I had to get home. So. Whoa, I can't bring you back up. You said you were driving, so next time, tomorrow, don't be driving. Why do I keep bees? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
No, I think they were asking, do you keep bees rather than
I thought I said, why do you keep bees? Oh, do you keep bees? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I do not.
It's an interesting question.
I guess. I mean, it is somewhat interesting. It's a random question, I'll say that. Beekeeping age? You know, when I was on vacation, my little brother said I had like a gray hair over here. That was the first time anybody has ever said that to me. I don't know how I feel about it. Hey, Peabody, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing your comment here. I need to get better at checking this. Okay, yeah, Peabody, I see that. Hey, guys, moving forward, I don't need it now, but I am going to need a mod on the panel. So it doesn't have to be the same one every time, but I will need a mod on the panel because it's easier to kick somebody from the panel than it is from the chat. And so if we need to kick somebody quickly, yeah, we need to do that. So just starting next time, again, it could be whoever mod. I'm getting gray since I was in my 20s. Ooh. I don't have noticeably gray hairs, but I guess I apparently had one there. I don't know.
Hang on, there's some interesting stuff going on in the chat. Kat just said, I've had grey hairs since I was 20. And Mike said, Kat, you want to be equal. What the fuck has having grey hair got to do with being equal? What is going on?
All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing again. We're looking for opposition. If you vote for Trump, etc., please hit the request button at the bottom of the screen. And yeah, if we can invite people up, that'd be great. Please, thank you.
Women are statistically speaking better drivers than men are. So if that's what you're talking about.
Well, yes, that's why their insurance rates tend to be a bit lower, right?
In the UK, the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom ruled it illegal for car insurance rates to be different, even though men are more risky drivers. So what happened was women's insurance rates went up and men stayed the same. So that was nice. No,
Meg,
you cannot be a mod.
Meg, I'm adding you right now. I apologize. Hey, if there's anybody that's a mod for me here and you're not in the mod chat on TikTok, let me know. I thought I added everyone, but I guess not. Okay, cool. All right, I gotta bring my backup account back up. I just had to do something on TikTok real quick. He will never be president. He is way too unpopular. Who is too unpopular? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, all right. Let me bring my backup account right here. Cool. All right, we're good. Make sure you guys give a follow to the backup account. Ron DeSantis. Yeah. Oh, Jeffrey, thank you so much for the 3 on the blue out with a V. Actually, let me read that in a second. I'm getting a phone call right now from the tube. But Jeff, thank you so much. WJeff in the comments. I'll read the comment out loud in a second. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, not much, man. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
You have to be over 18.
Yes, how old are you?
I'm 15.
All right, I gotta end you. Guys, please, don't talk to adults. Hey, I think it's great if young people learn about politics. I think it's a great thing, but learn from the chat, learn from the seats. Can't talk to adults.
Well, I want to preface that. You can talk to adults as long as they're members of your family or known adults. Don't talk to strange adults when you are 15.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yep, you could be setting yourself up for not good things, unfortunately. So, yes, be a silent viewer. Please do learn, though. I do encourage anybody, regardless of your age, to learn about politics, right? But, again, you got to be 18 to come up here, 18 or above. I wish I probably knew more about politics at a younger age. I mean, most of my opinions at that time weren't my real opinions. They were probably just what my parents were. And I think that's the case with a lot of young people. But I think it would have been better at that time if I took more of an interest and more of like an active interest in politics. But hey, here I am. Women live longer because men keep everyone safe. You guys can have fun with that one. Jesus.
Prove it. All I'm going to say, Mike, is prove it.
All right. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Oh, somebody's in a box. All right, Mike. Let's see what happens here. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Mike? Mike. Okay. All right, Mike. Well, I don't know if you meant to come up, but you can re-request, whatever. But you're on mute. You're off screen, so whatever. My 15-year-old listens to Lone Nathan podcast and a lot. Of course, I influence them. Yeah, I mean, parents are naturally going to influence your kids. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but I think at the same time they should also form their own opinions, whether they agree with yours or not. Yeah, Mike's not. Yeah, goodbye, Mike. And hello, AZ Mike. How are you? Superior gender got too scared to speak on a live. If you guys have been enjoying live up until this point and you want to continue watching me in the future, click the red follow button on the top left. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe. And on both of them, if you guys can like the live, that'd be great. Send in a heart me on TikTok as well. Peace. Somebody on YouTube says Kamala is a Republican at worst, establishment Dem at best, very pro-business. I mean, well, hold on. Let's make sure we use these terms correctly. Are you trying to say that she's a conservative? Yeah, a lot of times people use those words interchangeably, guys. Like, let's try not to do that. Republicans is just the party name. The ideology would be, progressive, conservative, whatever. So I think you mean Kamala is a conservative, but I think in some sense you want to be wrong. Oh, yeah, the Venmo. I'm so sorry, Jeff. I apologize. So sorry. Jeff, thank you once again for the 3. It says, what are your thoughts on the Democrats running for governor primary? I keep hearing about Dan Mary Foster, but it looks like David Jolly is getting most of the attention. I probably need to be a little more updated on it, to be honest. I wish I can give you a better answer on that. I'm probably not as updated on things as I could be. Again, I took a little bit of a break from politics when I was on vacation, stuff like that. And but yeah, I'm probably not as informed on this as I should be. But I will get an answer to you, Jeff. I promise. I promise I will get back to you. But anyways, as far as like the primaries go in general, I mean, I think we're seeing pretty clearly that the Democrats are going to win. The matter is, like, how much are they going to win by, right? Like, what's the margin going to be? I'll bring Erica back up. And even with all that being said, Republicans are doing their very best to be able to prevent that, with all the gerrymandering and trying to get the SAVE Act, all these things. But I think despite all of that, Democrats are still going to do pretty well.
Oh
Again, the
my
question is
God.
just how much. How you doing?
Gives a shit what you gotta say, bro. You're a wussy. You saw me in pro, I would knock the fucking teeth out your skull, bozo.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 23.
All right, man.
Issue? You got an issue
No.
with me being on the younger side? You gonna wet your pants and cry, little wuss?
Okay, so you support Trump?
No shit.
Okay, why?
Maybe because he's got a backbone, he stands for this country. He actually gives a damn about what's going on. I'm like, what? Do you have any
Can you
kids?
give me an example? Can you give me
Would
an
you want
example,
your
Puff?
daughter to be in the same boxing ring as a
Guys, he
man?
got
You
a
fucking
violation
pussy! I'll kick your ass.
He got a violation very quickly for harassment and bullying. If you don't believe me on TikTok, you can always check the tube because you can see my screen from there. So anybody that claims I'm lying about that, you can check YouTube. That was quick, though.
That was, yeah.
That was very quick.
Anyone who's wondering, that was called a crash in. A crash in.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, Democrats are obviously going to do well in the midterms. Again, the question is how much. But, and I know people have different opinions on this as to whether, they're going to try to impeach Trump again. And I have mixed thoughts on that because, yeah, if you impeach him, but like, if you can't get him removed, I don't like, is that worth doing? Like, how's the public going to respond to that? Right? Because last time it seems, at least some people, right, it seemed to like push them in the other direction of saying like, oh, he's getting persecuted so much and this and that. And I think if you don't have an ability to remove him, I don't know if necessarily you should be doing that. But I do have mixed thoughts, to be honest. So it's, I don't know. But Democrats in general need more of a backbone. Speaking of backbone, like you said, they absolutely need more of a backbone, which they don't have, and it gets really, really frustrating that they don't. Like,
Doug, I just want to tell you that if I saw you in person, I'd give you a big hug. Okay.
You're not gonna knock my teeth out?
I don't think I'd be able to reach.
Well, I appreciate that. That's funny. There are plenty of reasons to do it. Listen, I get it. I'm not saying definitively either way. I absolutely something should be done in regards to Trump. I think more so legally when he's not president. And thank you, Sugar Mountain, I appreciate it. I think they absolutely should have done something when Biden was president. I don't think they did quite enough. Merrick Garland definitely failed quite a bit, in my opinion. And I think even Hunter Biden just said that recently. He's been on a lot of podcasts lately. I don't know if there's a reason for it, but he was actually criticizing his father about something that he feel he should have done better, which I think was interesting. I kind of been liking Hunter Biden on the podcast. He seems just like a likable guy. I don't know.
Does he have a book out or something? Is there?
I don't know. But he has been on a lot of podcasts. Like, he just comes across as genuine, I guess. Like, he owns up to a lot of his mistakes and stuff, and I always appreciate that when I see somebody do that. He is very funny. Yeah, I haven't checked out that interview yet with Nick Fuentes. Is it released yet, or? I know I saw something about it, but I would absolutely like to give that a listen. I think that would be interesting. Didn't come out yet? Okay. But that would be good to listen to or watch when it does.
Did anyone... okay, so this is a question. Did anyone apart from me watch attempt to watch I can't even remember his name. Who's the guy that recently got attacked? Well, just keeps on getting attacked by protesters because he goes and winds everybody up. What's his name?
Jake Lang?
Yeah. Jake Lang did a thing with what were they called? Unfuck America. And it's unwatchable.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
It is, because it's just two people shouting at each other. It's unfucking watchable.
That's one of the scenarios in which, like, when we say you shouldn't platform like Nazis or fascists, like, that's a perfect example of it, because you're giving him more of an audience than he otherwise would have, right? And I think I spoke about this yesterday, but I think there's certain people that are worth having conversations with if they're already very popular. You know, like, I don't know, like, I think I mentioned like Tucker Carlson would be an example. He's already so well known. Talking to him wouldn't give him any more of a platform. And I think like talking to somebody like that who's already very popular and showing down our viewpoints would be beneficial. But not if somebody's not already well known enough. I don't think you should be doing that. You're only going to cause more. Even if you do debate them well, you're still going to be putting your voice out there. Unannounced, how you doing?
Good, man. Give me a second. Hey, bro, the fucking link works to this. How you doing, man? I'm sorry.
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I'm 52, man. I am tripping out right now.
You're like actually like literally on a substance or?
No. There's a website that tracks people, and I thought it was bullshit. I went to go check it out, and all the links keep coming back to Democrat-run or whatever they think they are lives.
Okay. All right.
They're basically the website is to be tracking domestic tyranny, and it had a bunch of links in 3 levels. And I went to go click, and the 3rd level seems to be the ones that live on here 24/7. Then as you go down the levels, you have people that don't spend as much time. You were on it.
Cool. What's the website called? Let's all
wait,
go
what
check
was
it
I
out.
on?
Go
I want to
ahead.
see. I'm on a website. What is this?
Go on. What's it called?
The COOD's website.
Wait, what?
No, but you need to give us the full web address.
Bro, bring your phone. I gotta spell out the whole thing.
No, I have my laptop in front of me. Yeah, go ahead and.
No, I'm telling my friend he has the other phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm famous.
Maybe. I mean, I think they're trying to catch domestic tyrants, so maybe you are famous.
Okay, so what's the link? Keep tapping and sharing, guys. I hope you're all having a really good day so far. If you're joining live, click the follow button on the top left. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Give Erica a follow, okay?
If you're a domestic tyrant, does that mean I'm an international tyrant, Doug?
I would think so, yeah.
I feel very important right now.
Yeah, you think you're trying to fish me? Like, get my information out there or something? Oh, he dropped. I didn't even drop him.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing Doug on the COD website. Is that Call of Duty?
I had no idea what he was referring to. I really don't know. Yeah, I had to go. Screen read as a matching friend. Yeah, guys, my information, like, it's not super hard. Like, if somebody really wanted to find more information about me, you could. I'm not that hidden. I'm not trying to be. So, like, it shouldn't be super difficult to find my information. What's my opinion on Fuentes? I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to get some slack for this. I do find him entertaining in the sense that, like, I don't want to say it's like a guilty pleasure, but like when I come across his clips, I just find him to be very funny, right? Like, obviously, I heavily disagree with his views and all that, and I think he's a very negative influence on a lot of young men, but I just find him to be funny. Like, I'm just going to say that. I may lose a couple followers there. I find him to be funny. He is unfortunately charismatic. Yeah, I don't know what it is about him, but it's just a guilty pleasure of mine. I know I'm going to lose a few followers on that. Again, I'm making it very clear I don't agree with his views, obviously. I just find the guy funny. Watch me lose like a bunch of followers there. They just get overgrown taller. Yeah, but if you're referring to, like, should somebody like him be platformed? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, like, I think he's already pretty big as is. So he may fall into the category of, like, worth having a conversation with, but I don't know. I really don't know. Tucker Carlson's obviously a much bigger person, so I don't know. I'm never going to be in that position, so I don't need to worry about it. But it's one of those tough lines to walk, where should you platform someone or should you not, whatever. All the ones that I just got, yeah. I'm almost sure I lost a few followers with what I just said. There was a few comments that seemed to not like what I said. I'm sorry. I can find somebody funny and not like their views.
I don't think Doug is commenting on specific. I mean, I think the problem. The problem with Nick Fuentes is obviously that he's a fascist. But I know what you're saying in that some of the things that he says are just so ridiculous.
Yes.
Just so ridiculous that, however, we know that the things that he says have influence on particularly young men. And I think he's a laugh at rather than a laugh with person.
No, I agree. Yes, I agree. And again, guys, if you don't like what I said, whatever, it's fine. But, I got to be myself. I obviously don't agree when he said that my body or your body, I think that's disgusting, right? I obviously disagree with his views. I just think that he's just it's somebody funny to laugh at. I don't know. There's something about him that I just find him to be a funny guy.
Well,
Again, I don't think he's good for anybody's opinions. So young men specifically, who he seems to be targeting. No, but whatever.
I want to say, I think that laughing at people is a very effective tool.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we already know, women's biggest fear is being unalived by a man. Men's biggest fear is women laughing at them. I think we should make them afraid by laughing at them more. Let's play into their fears and laugh at them more.
Like Trump, for example, he says some really funny shit, right? But unfortunately, it's that expensive, doing really harmful things to America. Like there was, when was it, like a year ago or something like that? A reporter was asking him like a what if question. He's like, "What if a bomb falls on all of us?" I don't like. It was just funny that he said that, right? Like it's unfortunate he's in the position that he's in. If it wasn't so shitty what he was doing, it would be funnier. But I don't know. All right, I'm not going to continue to justify. If you don't like what I said, it's okay. You don't have to like me. It's okay. All right, whatever. Live is going to be made about me. Doug likes Nick Fuentes. Guess I'm not allowed to find somebody to be funny. Yes, a parody type of funny.
I think there is I genuinely thought, like in the current era that we're going through now, that like the Onion wouldn't have any business anymore, because the level of stupidity that we're seeing, particularly in the United States government, but actually in a lot of governments right now, is so ridiculous that satire really doesn't live up to the ridiculousness of the government. And yet, have you seen the Onion's recent ones where they're doing like an Alex Jones type person?
Not recently, but no, I saw one of them after that whole thing happened. Yeah, but it was funny. But I haven't seen any of the recent ones.
I'll send you the recent, a couple of the recent ones that they've been making. They're so good. They are so good.
It's the real InfoWars, exactly. Thank you, RGZ. I appreciate you. Again, if you guys have been enjoying live up to this point, make sure you click the follow button on the top left. Again, I don't have a specific time which I go live, but lately it's been around noon or so Eastern time. Can't deny he knows his stuff, though. What? Fuentes? Here's the thing. It's not, when he says something, it's not me agreeing with him. It's him agreeing with us and the other way around, right? Like, yeah, sometimes he will say things that I happen to agree with, like if he criticizes the war. But once again, it's not me agreeing with him. It would be the other way around, right? And great, he can keep criticizing Trump. I think that's great. I think the more right-wing podcasters criticize him, I think the better. I really do. Like Nick Fuentes is doing it. Was it Tim Dillon? I think is one of them. I think the more they do that, the better, because people follow them. People get their opinions from them. So if they criticize them, people take on those opinions.
Yeah, I dislike it when people say, "Oh, so now you will agree with Nick Fuentes." No, actually,
yeah,
you're right. It's the other way around.
Right. Yeah, like Tucker Carlson on occasion will say something that I do happen to agree with, but yes, it is the other way around. Like, again, if he criticizes Iran or he says something about Trump or whatever, which again, I think it's great that right-wing conservatives or right-wing podcasters continue to do that. Rogan does not. Rogan seems to be getting worse, actually. He absolutely seems to be getting worse in terms of like he said, oh, he knows the election was rigged. Like, that's ridiculous. He has gotten so much worse over time. And I think it's awful that people still watch him and stuff. It's not like they're moving left, though. They're moving they are moving further right, those people. Absolutely. They absolutely are moving further right. But hey, if it leads to them not voting for a Republican in the next election, I'll take it. But it's still something you have to be very wary of if people in general become further right. Yeah, same thing with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Same thing.
I can very
Well, I hope it
proudly
continues.
say,
I hope that continues, all that.
I can very proudly say I've never listened to a Joe Rogan podcast unless it's a clip showing how stupid Joe Rogan is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when he first started doing his thing, I don't remember what it was. Like, he was certainly a lot better from what I remember. It's just slowly over time, he's gotten worse and worse. And the worst thing about him, he always just takes on the opinions of his last guest. Like, any guest that sounds like charismatic and believable, Rogan will just believe that last thing. It's wild. Like, he doesn't seem to be able to formulate any opinions of his own. He used to mainly do interviews, yeah.
I have to ask Rhubar a question. When you say with Brian Cox, do you mean Brian Cox, the astronomer/physicist? Is that the Brian Cox you're talking about? Because there's someone else famous called Brian Cox as well, isn't there? An actor called Brian Cox.
Oh yeah, he was in Succession. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was the Fear Factor guy? Yes, he once did have hair. Yeah, Succession was a good show. Very good show.
For reference, I like both Brian Cox from Succession and Brian Cox, the physicist. I appreciate them both. You guys probably don't know Brian Cox, the physicist, though. I think he's mainly like a British. Mind you, Brian Cox, the actor, is also, he's Scottish, isn't he? So, yeah.
Yeah. No, is he British? No, I think he's. I don't know if he's
Scottish.
Yeah, Scottish. Is
He's
that what you
Scottish.
said? Yeah. Okay. I thought
Yeah,
you said
that
British.
that's still British.
Oh, all right.
Scottish is still British.
All right. Fair enough. I thought Joe Rogan and Dana White were the same people until last. I found that to be funny.
I'm going to go because I need to use the bathroom. But I love you.
I was about to. Thank you, Erica. Take care. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. All right, because I got a client to work out in a half hour. But I appreciate everybody watching the live. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give me a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to me there. Yeah, I'm not going to be live later. Almost certainly not. But you should be able to see me tomorrow around the same time, noon-ish Eastern. But again, join Discord. I'll announce it ahead of time. Join the bulletin board here on TikTok by clicking the profile picture in the top left if you want to get updates. I appreciate everybody here that gifted, Venmo, whatever. Really all means a lot. You guys all mean a lot to me. I think that's it. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day and take care, okay?